Hello everyone, and welcome to Perilous Pursuits. I'm GoGo DM, and I'm proud to present my second D&D live play campaign, the Mobius Chronicles. This homebrew campaign is a continuation of the characters and stories from my first campaign, Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and follows the characters as they uncover a dangerous threat against the entire world and beyond. So sit back and close your eyes as you join our adventuring party in the lands of Faerun and listen to their perilous pursuits.
Well, welcome to episode 2 of the Mobius Chronicles.
Episode 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Episode 2.
Episode 1 happened like 6 months ago or longer.
Longer than that.
I think it was this year.
It was like
Yeah.
the 31st of last year.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh, we got to make better on that. All right. So, Revenant, you've been stewing.
I've been absolutely broiling.
Jarlaxle, who you guys found out was the captain of the Eyecatcher, disguised as Zardos Zorg, Zardoth Zord. He's the owner of the Sea Maidens Fair.
Yeah.
He was Jarlaxle in disguise, and he ended up taking all your treasure and your staff from the Vault of Dragons when you guys found all the treasure there.
Yep.
And about a week later, in a presentation to Lauren Silver. Oh my God, I'm trying to remember all the names. The lady,
L'Oreal Silverhand?
L'Oreal Silverhand. So thank you. There was a big ball, and he presented he returned the money that they believe was stolen from Waterdeep to L'Oreal Silverhand.
The 500,000 or whatever.
Yeah, quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
And as that, he became an open lord of the city of Luskan for doing that. And he returned your guys' possessions, except he wanted to hang on to the staff.
Yep.
And that did not go well with Mr. Revenant.
Nope.
So, even...
Pretty sure that's culture appropriation or something. I don't know. I think there's a...
What?
No, not... Because it's like a monk, like heirloom kind of thing. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to just take those.
Yeah, he was just fascinated by the staff. He's never seen anything like it, so...
Pretty sure that's illegal now, Gord.
It might be illegal in the real world. So, for the past few weeks, you've been just stewing in Troll Skull Alley, and you had enough, and you go down to the dock area, and you're determined to get your staff back. You watch as you see the Eyecatcher, the boat, Jarlaxle's boat, floating in the middle of the Deepwater Bay. And you've been watching the drow sailors, now not disguised because they were magically disguised before, going back and forth into the city and celebrating with their newfound success. One time you're up on this, you found a nice rooftop area in this alley close to the docks. You're able to kind of time and watch the guards come and go, and it's just a few here and there, the drow sailors. But what you've noticed a couple nights is a couple of these drow sailors have been escorting looks like a wizard to the docks, and they row him up to the Eyecatcher. And very early in the morning, they row him back, and they escort this wizard back into town, and they're holding his arms. He looks exhausted. and that's kind of odd. And you have been going into pubs, kind of, you've been overhearing the drow, and they're getting drunk, and they're talking about tomorrow night that Jarlaxle's given most of the crew a shore leave so that they could celebrate, and he's even so that's the following night of tonight, and that he's going to give most of the sailors the night off, and they're going to be on the town. So
you're telling me there's a chance.
This is the night before.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
And you're watching, a couple drow going back and forth, and you do see some roller perception.
Ten.
You hear you don't see anything, but you hear like a crack of a rooftop. You don't know what direction it come from.
Ooh. Can I roll for stealth?
Sure.
Uh, 21.
Okay. You hear that, and you kind of drop into the shadows.
Hey,
So you're overlooking this alley.
okay.
Well, it's not an alley; it's a road.
Okay.
You're on top of this kind of an abandoned house.
Is the road like in front of the pier and stuff?
Yeah, you can look down the road and you see that the pier is right there, and you have a good view of the ships. And so you're maybe like 50 feet from the piers,
Okay.
maybe 100 feet.
Okay.
And you see a rowboat approaching the docks. Looks like there's 3 people in it.
So I'm still the night before the.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's about 3 a.m. right now.
Oof. It's bedtime. How far away is the rowboat?
Well, it's approaching the docks.
Okay, so it's approaching 100 feet away.
In the rowboat.
Okay. Yeah, I'll wait just a little bit longer to see if I can see who gets out.
Okay. They kind of tie up on the dock, and you see 2 drow sailors with that wizard, and this wizard, he's almost falling down. They have to hold him up as they kind of almost drag him down the street. They're not being rough with him at all. They're trying to be like help him.
Yeah.
And they're coming down the street your way.
Can I roll an insight to see if I can figure out if they are, if they're like kind of like draining him, not draining him, but like they seem to be getting him every night, probably for a purpose, probably to use his magic.
Well, this is you've seen him come back weary, and tonight you've never seen him this weary.
Never seen him this tired before.
Oh, he's been weary, but not this much where he's like completely exhausted. He used to be able to stumble and kind of walk, but they're almost carrying him.
Okay, can I follow them?
Sure.
Can
They're approaching kind of where you are right now.
Okay, perfect. Just gonna hang out, stay super stealthy in the shadows for now.
Okay. And Theodore, I'd like you to roll a perception.
17 for me.
17. you've decided to take up residence on one of the roofs of this street. And very similarly, you've been watching the comings and goings of Drow, but you've been only at it. This is your second night. You haven't figured out any kind of patterns or anything like that. And you see 3 people coming down the road. 2 look like Drow. 1 looks like a wizard that they're almost dragging along the street.
All right. I'll just kind of like quietly just sit there, like start to like take notes of the comings and goings, and just like note the fact that this wizard's getting rode out for like the second day in a row.
Yeah.
Just 2 randos chilling on the same roof. No idea that they're there.
You have a pretty good view of your roof. You don't see
Okay.
anyone.
Or on
Theodore,
nearby roofs anyway. But like obviously my
Theodore, you can
perception
roll a
wasn't high
stealth.
enough.
Theodore, you can roll a stealth check.
At
The 3
27.
are passing.
27. And that's not a natural 20.
That was
No, that's not.
That was you, Art.
Yeah, I rolled a 27.
Yeah, you are just blended in. You're almost invisible.
Yeah. Could be like a Metal Gear Solid just chilling in a box right beside somebody. You wouldn't even notice. Skyrim crouch.
Yeah, I'll like pace back and forth a bit, just slowly, kind of watching to see if like I can hear a little bit of their conversation or if they're saying anything to like catch names or anything.
You rolled a 17.
Yeah.
Perception, right? What
Yep.
did you roll, Revenant?
For perception?
Yeah.
10.
So, Theodore, you, as they walk by, you do catch a one of the drow speaking. That looks like he spent the last of his energy tonight, but I think they accomplished what. I think Jarlaxle got what he wanted. And they continue walking by. Yeah, so you guys watch these guys head north up the street into town as they pass your buildings.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and follow them.
You're going to jump down off the roof?
Can I follow them from the rooftops?
There's no other building close by.
In which case I will jump off the rooftop.
Okay.
And make 0 sound.
Okay. Still roll a
Yeah, you
stealth.
got those silly boots.
I got those boots for it. Okay. Is this just a straight stealth roll, or is this a stealth check?
This is a stealth roll.
15.
15. Okay. You jump down and let's see.
Because if it's a stealth check, I get advantage on it.
Oh, it was a stealth check. Sorry.
I literally rolled the exact same number. So
Okay. You jump down and you don't make any noise. You're able to hide behind a barrel and stay in the shadows.
Okay.
And you notice they'll continue walking down the street. Theodore, you notice someone jumping down off the roof across the street from you.
Kind of like
They hide into
peek
a.
out.
What's that?
I'll just peek out a little bit and just kind of like make note of it, like someone else is watching them as well.
Yeah, so you see this guy jump down off the roof, hide behind a barrel. It looks like he's following those 3 people that you were watching. Revenant, what are you doing?
I'm gonna continue to follow them.
Okay, so they're walking down the street. I mean, you're trying to flit from shadow to shadow.
Yep.
They don't seem to notice. They turn right down a darker alley.
Okay. Just gonna keep following them.
Okay. They stop kind of in the darker alley.
Can I actually jump on a roof if we're back into the city?
Well, I mean, we're 2-3 stories up now.
Oh, okay.
Theodore, what are you doing when you see these guys you see them kind of go down further and then they pull into an alley to your right?
Yeah, I'll probably slide off the side of the building, trying to jump to the next one and slide down the side of it, and try and flit around the corner as well.
Okay, there's no one around right now, so you don't need to stealth, but roll me a stealth for going down the street.
Oh, that's awful. It's a 16.
16, okay. So, Revenant, you turn the corner, you see these two drow. They kind of sit the mage down, leaned against the wall, and they're like, this guy's getting heavy. I don't want to carry him anymore. Maybe should we just leave him here? I wonder. He'd find his way home, I'm sure. And the other guy's going, I don't know. Jarlaxle told us to bring him home. Make sure he was safe. What if he gets mugged or killed or something back here? And they're kind of going back and forth, wondering what they should do. Revenant, what are you doing? You're peeking around the corner.
Man, I'd love to just I'd just love to screw these guys over so hard.
And Theodore, as you approach, you see Tiefling in the shadows, but you can kind of see him peeking around the corner of this alley. He's about 50 feet ahead of you.
I'll probably stay behind, and I'll probably trying to think what I would do. I'd probably stay in the shadows behind, but I would be curious as to what the tiefling was doing.
Yeah.
Considering my interests and what I want to do.
Okay, Ravi, back to you. What are you doing?
I'll keep on waiting it out. I'd love to just go and mess them up, but I think
they finally
I don't want to tip. I also don't want to tip them off. So
they come to a conclusion and they start turning towards you and walking towards the corner where you're peeking around. They're about 20, 30 feet away and they start walking towards you.
Okay, I'm gonna hide.
Okay, roll another stealth check. This is kind of a frantic find a hiding spot.
And it's a 20 on a dirty 20. I rolled the other one was a 1, so
yeah. There's a little recess in the door that's in shadow, and you're just as they come around, you just find it, and you just kind of press tight against it.
Yeah.
These guys, they turn, and they kind of look both ways up and down, and you swear one is looking right at you, and he kind of pauses, and then he looks the other way.
It's
and
just some stoop sitter. That's fine.
And he says, "We have some time. Let's go to the Yawning Portal and get some drinks." And they head off north into town.
Okay. As soon as they are more than 20 feet away, I'm gonna dash around the corner and see if I can approach the sorcerer.
Okay.
Or wizard or sorcerer? I forgot.
He's dressed like a wizard.
Okay.
Yeah, you approach him and his eyes are closed and he's kind of mumbling and he looks exhausted.
Okay, I'm gonna offer to take him home.
Oh. Who are you? Wait, Where am I? And he kind of looks a little excited.
Just gonna tell him that he's passed out in an alley. You passed out in an alley. Do you need any help?
And he kind of looks nervous. No, I don't. And he tries standing up, and he just kind of falls down again.
When I see that, do I see the tiefling like jump around the corner and like rush off to where this person
you
is?
saw him rush down the alley after
I would-
the drow took off.
After he would get there, I would probably like casually walk up and kind of like peek around the corner. It says, doesn't seem fitting that you walk alone. You can barely stand.
You're saying this to both of them?
Yeah.
So you see this. Well, why don't you describe yourself?
You see an ashen white humanoid with like raven black hair, kind of shorn on one side and long on the other. Tattoos going up. Says it looks like it might take two to help him where he needs to go.
No, I think I got this. You can continue on your way.
Believe me, I'm offering my assistance. Whatever you're looking for, it seems to be what I'm looking for.
This
No
wizard.
harm, no foul.
One sec. My headphones popped out of there. Let me just switch back to headphones. So this wizard looks a little nervous at both of you talking. I have nothing to do with this. Why don't you guys just leave me alone?
Theodore will kind of like snap his gaze over to him. He's like, I believe you have something to share with us. Whether it be tonight or tomorrow morning is up to you.
I'm just like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll like pull a dagger off the side of my clothing and I'll like start to clean the edge. It's like, honestly, the people in this town are as stupid as they look. But you're not that person, right?
Roll an intimidation check.
17.
He kind of looks at you wide-eyed and he's kind of curses. He's like, if I had my power and I wasn't exhausted, I'd turn you into a toad.
But you're right, you can barely stand. That's correct.
And he
So
curses
let's walk
again.
you home. We can have a talk. You can tell us about what you're doing in the boat.
That's
And-
between me and Jar. And he just stops.
Yes, that's right. Jarlaxle.
His eyes go wide. He looks nervous.
And you should be. Now, let's go home. We can talk there.
I'm not
Any prying
bringing
eyes
you-
in the street.
I'm not bringing you to my abode. What do you want?
What's going on in the boat? And how do I get there?
And he looks at you, Revenant, and he looks at him, and he knows he has no spells left in him, no power in him, that you guys could end him pretty quickly. But you get the feeling that if he was fully rested, he would be very much a threat. He curses again. He's like, I was hired by Jarlaxle to make some modifications to a certain item. I've been working on it for the past few weeks.
Was it a staff?
Theodore's eyes go really wide and like stares at him because he like jumped on that, and I'm like, okay, note to self.
The wizard doesn't say anything. That's all I can tell you. As far as getting on the boat, I can't get you there. It's there's guards all the time. They only let a few off the boat at a time. When I'm on the boat, there's always guards around.
Will you be going back to the boat tomorrow?
Tonight was my last night. I finished.
Oh, you finished tonight.
What did you finish? I guess the modifications to the magic item, right?
He kind of looks at you, looks at Theodore, and nervously. Why are you asking me these things? How do you know about these things?
Just go with something vague about Jarlaxle robbed me, and I intend to seek vengeance.
Well, you won't be the first, and you won't be the last, I'm sure. I just worked for coin for him. I have no allegiance to him. I've been paid.
Good. You've been paid, that's right. But now you get to work for your life.
What do you want?
We need a way on that boat. I think we need to be on my way to the boat right now. Is there guards on the boat now, or are they still all left?
When I was on the boat, there was lots of guards. They did talk about something tomorrow, but some kind of party, but I don't know.
Party where?
Here in town at the Yawning Potter.
Huh. Just the guards, or that certain someone as well?
He said he might make an appearance.
Looks like you've done your job tonight. Hope you get back to your house as safe as you can make it.
And he kind of gets up slowly, looking at you cautiously, and backs up out of the alley and kind of stumbles down the road.
Should we just let him go? Could he warn Jarlaxle?
I think what you can roll an insight.
Oof. Okay. Nice, it's a +2. That was a minus 1. Yeah, 13.
I mean, you heard what he said. He's been paid. Make of it what you will.
I guess I'll leave him be.
Besides, it doesn't look like he could do much right now. Looks like he's going to go to sleep, and if he knows better for his life, he'd just keep his mouth shut. He's been paid and walk away.
Well, I doubt Jarlaxle would have hired a weak wizard to do his bidding. So
I didn't say he was weak. I just this present moment.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Child. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow's a new day. Also,
New day.
who the fuck are you?
And I'll kind of just like bow a bit. It's like, I'm sorry. I didn't realize we'd both be sitting staring at the same ship.
I've been staking that ship out for weeks.
Yeah, I've been in here a couple of days now. Funny, I didn't see you either. You must be accustomed to the shadows as well.
I've spent my fair share of time staying in the dark.
That's good. I can see that you're at least proficient in hiding and quiet enough to slink into the shadows like me. But, I am Theodar. And you are?
I am Revenant.
Maybe we should...
Ask him the question that everyone asks him when he says his name.
Oh, fuck off.
Maybe we should just grab something to eat and have a casual conversation about the mutual person of interest. I don't have a place of my own here, but maybe you have somewhere you know of?
I could think of a place. Might as well
Honest,
head,
no funny business. I promise. I mean you no harm.
So one thing, Revenant, too, is you've been kind of doing this on your own. You haven't been including the other people living at Troll Skull. They have no idea what you're doing.
yeah, the Bathtub Brigade is unaware.
Yeah. They got their stuff back, so they're happy.
They're all.
They think you should just let it go.
I'm like the crazy tin hat guy in the corner, just like, like I gotta get it back.
And they keep telling you, just let it go.
Will not. I mean, it's free food. I can't pass up that. So it'll be Troll Skull.
No, Troll Skull, you say?
Troll Skull Manor.
I've heard of that place. Should be interesting.
It is quite a riot of a place. It is rarely a dull moment at Troll Skull.
All right. Well, you guys could head back there if you want. It's about 4 a.m.
Ooh, okay. Probably won't wake up. Who's the woman that works for us?
Pull that up. So you have Erdan, Lucan, Hatch.
No, the family that's there.
Oh, of dwarves. Yeah, they're still sleeping.
Yeah, I probably won't wake her up to make us breakfast, but so I'll just I don't know. I'll grab some bread and I don't know. We probably have some cured meats or something.
Yeah, so you make it back to Troll Skull, and Theodore, you get up to this beautiful mansion. Looks like it's been newly renovated.
I'll just like stare up at it, kind of like
There's this beautiful door too, a carving of a dwarf's head on the door. Looks really cool. And you guys walk up to the door, and then all of a sudden this door face comes alive. Hey, you know how late it is? The door is speaking to you.
Do you not know how early it is? And since when do doors talk?
Wow. I've been talking for a few hundred years, my friend.
Let me introduce you to Lopidus.
Lopidus.
At your service.
I am Theodar.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Theodore.
I things you must know if you said you've been talking for hundreds of years.
Oh, let me tell you, there was this time when I was actually drinking here at Chulsko. This is before the fire and the Renos and way back when. And he just kind of goes on.
Or he was even a door.
Before I was a door, yeah. And he just starts going into this long story and just kind of going off on different rabbit trails in his story. He's more than willing to go into these crazy stories for you.
I'll wait to a slight lull, and I'll kind of like we do have some business to take care of.
Oh, well, everyone's sleeping. I'll let you in. And the doors click and open up. It's dark inside. You can kind of see a little bit of a brightness over Mount Waterdeep. It's like the sun is getting close to the edge of the world there, but you probably still have an hour and a half before dawn break.
I'll light a couple lamps. Not everything. I want to like
grab a nail and some
bread and cured meats or something.
Yeah, there's some sausages there, and you can find in the kitchen. And you sit down and partake.
So, what business do you have with Jarlaxle?
Well, like yourself, I have a bit of history with him. Sounds like you're missing a staff of some sort, I take it?
Yes, I am missing a very important staff, and I would do nearly anything to retrieve it.
You see, I've met him and had a similar encounter, one might say. I'm missing a family heirloom of mine.
Could this be a possible item in which the wizard was working on?
I don't know. Depends on how well versed the wizard was. But it is important to me. I would do quite a bit. So it seems like our stories go in the same path, so to speak. Like, we could work together for at least this night.
Well, ideally, the upcoming night.
But I am new to this place, and I don't know the customs of this city, so I will allow you some liberties. But
the city is a shit show.
Sounds like I'll fit just right in. I am looking for a ring he is possessing that belongs to me and my family.
Is it a magic canceling ring?
Has its own properties, yes. He took it from me quite a while ago. Way back when I was beaten and put into jail.
Because he kicked the shit out of us using a ring that canceled magical effects.
Yeah. I'm sure it might have been mine.
I would have no issue making an attempt to retrieve that as well. Is there anything you need to prepare?
I needed about 4 hours sleep and I should be good.
Okay. Is there anything that we should retrieve from the town?
Well, I'm short on a bit of funds, but I've got most of everything that I carry on my person. I don't think I would need more than I thought.
Gord, how long does it take to attune something? Is it 24 hours?
An hour.
An hour. Okay. Cool. There
Do
are.
you know where this party is being held, Revenant?
I know the location of the yawning portal. Yes,
Ah,
it is. It's quite a ways from the dock, isn't it, Gord? Isn't it like
Yeah, it's up in the castle ward.
2 hours?
Fair ways. From Troll Skull, it's about an hour.
No, but from the docks, would it be about 2
about
hours?
2 hours.
I explained that to Theodore.
It's kind of northwest of where you are now, and basically the docks are almost straight south from the castle ward.
Okay.
so if this man is as sly and as cunning as I think he is, what are the odds he gets off the ship looking like himself?
I don't know if he'll get off the ship. Seems like a man who would not leave valuables unattended.
If he stays on the ship, at least it'll be easier to find him, but
And he'll be alone without his.
entourage. so to
yes.
speak.
There are a few things that I would like to either attempt to retrieve or borrow.
I'm not adverse to paying the same dues he has done to me.
Yes. Oh no, I just mean in preparation for the coming evening. There's maybe some items that would be useful to borrow.
Sure, I'm all ears.
Okay, so I have okay. After all this discussion, what time is it, Gord? Is it morning?
Yeah, it's about 6 o'clock now. The sun has broke, and you do hear a couple of movement upstairs.
I'm gonna go see Hatch and see if I can borrow his that steel ball manacle thing.
You go upstairs, you knock on the door, you see the green half-orc Yagra answer the door completely naked.
I stammer a little bit and take like a half step back and say, is Hatch there?
Revenant, you do this every time you knock on the door. You've seen me naked. You should be used to it by now. He's sleeping right now.
I just don't expect to see you every time, you know?
Well, I'd like to be free.
I guess so. I mean, you do you. It's cool. I was wondering if I could borrow. I don't remember the name, but the steel ball of what was the?
It was it was some manacles. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah. Anyway, I was looking to see if I could borrow the manacles from Hatch.
Yeah, I'll go wake him up. I don't know where they are. I hear him saying, "Hey, Revy's at the door," and like, "Oh," and Hatch comes up to the door and completely naked.
Great.
He's got these long flowing hair. He's this naked barbarian standing. He's like, "Hey, Hatch."
Oh God, he's just way too close, isn't he?
What can I do for you? Kind of tired.
God. Can I borrow your steel manacles?
Oh, why would you want them?
I'll be just borrowing, but I'm planning to retrieve my staff tonight, and I believe they will be of use.
And there's a huge sigh. And he goes, Hatch, we talked about this. You just got to let it go. Like, I don't know, Hatch.
If it doesn't happen tonight, I will drop. I will. This will be the only thing I ask from you.
You know, I kind of want to help you out, Hatch, but you know, they're kind of cool.
You keep calling me Hatch, by the way.
Revy? Yeah. Hey, you know what? I had a rough night.
It doesn't look like it was that rough.
And he stands a little closer to you. And he says, well, you know, I really like those manacles, though. And, you know, if you went up there and you lose them in the water, maybe that dragon grabs them or something, it would kind of suck for me.
It would. Tell you what, I'll let you borrow my feather falling.
Ooh, too soon?
Yeah. Careful, you're naked. I'll let you borrow my feather falling in as a collateral.
Roll a persuasion.
Not good. 8.
I don't know. You know, Ravi, we're pretty good friends. I'd do anything for you, but
sure doesn't sound like you do anything for me.
We've also told you should just let it go. You should just walk away from this. There's lots of staffs in the world, Ravi. You got all this other cool stuff. How many magical items do you need? You probably can't even attune to all of them.
I can. I only have 2 attunable items. And this will be the only thing I ask. You will not hear about this again from me.
Revi. And he's thinking about it. Remember what it was called?
Isn't it called like the Bands of Bolero or something?
That's exactly what it is.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Okay.
That's not because I know what it's called in this campaign. That's just because I know what the item's called.
Yeah. So he finally relents and he goes over to the dresser and pulls out these Bands of Bolero. Let's see if I can find this. That's not the Bards of Bolero. The Bands of Bolero. The Iron Bands of Bolero. So, he brings out this big iron ball.
Not big.
Sphere, well, sorry, it's about 3 inches in diameter. Weighs about a pound.
Yeah, it's like a baseball.
And it's just like wraps of iron. It's just like bands of iron just wrapped into a ball and all these different pieces.
Yeah.
And he's like, Revi, don't lose this, okay?
Don't worry.
If
everything goes well, I won't even need to use it.
I don't need your feather, but just be really careful.
Okay.
And on D&D Beyond, it's the Iron Bands of Bolero if you need to use them.
Oh, damn.
You can just do the search.
Yeah, I'll just inventory.
And he closes the door and goes back to bed. You see young dwarf open the door, and it is Verbrus Gosper, the young red-haired dwarf, Barrington's brewing apprentice, and he's the son of Olimar and Shusa. And he comes walking out. He's walking over to to the washroom, and he kind of stops and, oh, hey, Revy, you got a friend?
Yes, if everything goes well.
And you see Shusa walks out, and
Where you go, Shusa?
oh, we have guests. Hey, did you guys need some breakfast?
I believe we are just heading out.
Oh,
Thank you for the offer, though.
no problem. Nice to meet you and your friend there. Well, if you're hungry, come back. I'll have some food for you. I had these sausages ready for breakfast this morning. I was prepping them last night. I can't wait to cook them up.
Did you say sausages?
Yeah,
I
I got this special recipe I want to try today.
I'll leave her 2 gold, and I'll tell her that she may need to retrieve some more sausages.
She kind of, oh, okay. She hands one of it to Verberus and says, "Hey, go get some more sausages from the market." And Verberus runs out the door. Hurry up, Verberus.
All right. So next, do I know generally where?
You've been around the town. You know this.
Do I know generally where Zelliform is, though?
Zellifarm, the dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in one of the Deepwater Bay.
Can I get there in a reasonable amount of time and get back?
Well, it's 6 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Could I get back by, say, 1 p.m.?
well, I mean, you could probably get a rowboat, go out in the middle somewhere in the middle of the bay and row back by 1. Yeah, probably be just enough time for that.
I will do that.
All right.
I'm not sure if Theodore wants to come with me.
Oh, I'm surely intrigued as to what's going on.
Okay. Okay. Before we go,
Do you think you'll be a little tired if we keep this up before tonight? Do you need to sleep?
I might take a short rest at a later time, but I really want to get this done now and then use any time we have between when I complete this task and when we start tonight to I'll use that time to rest if there's anything left over for a short rest. I don't need to recover anything, so it'd just be I'm gonna put everything that I don't have attuned into the bag of holding and stash it in my room. And in fact, it's an hour to attune things. I'm gonna put everything in the bag and put it in and hide it in my room. Theodore, do you have any magical items that you would absolutely not want to lose?
I generally keep them with me, but I always have a planned way of escaping.
Do you have a planned way of escaping the middle of a bay on a boat?
That depends. I don't really part with anything, and I'll kind of adjust my sword, and I'll be like
stuff out of off my waistband and putting it in this bag and taking everything off, and I'm like, you're sure you don't have anything? You may want to stay on shore for this. I'm not certain. I'm take my boots off, put them in the bag.
Yeah. Who are you meeting in the water?
We have an acquaintance. He very much has interest in magical items, especially rare magical items. I wish to borrow something from him, but he will most definitely ask for something in return, and I do not trust him enough to guarantee or escape without the loss of an item at all.
Sounds like you should get to know this person better.
He is not exactly a person, nor could I match him in battle.
So you're going to still see him in the water, not knowing the fate of the conversation.
I do trust he will not kill me, but I do not trust that he will not take something from me.
And Theodore, while you're saying this, on the table in front of you, a fork lifts up and taps on the table.
Oh!
Points towards Revenant.
This is... Oh, I don't remember his name.
Sif.
Sif. Sif is a resident ghost.
Ah. It's nice to meet you, Sif.
He is good friends with Lopetus.
Ah. Any friend of Lopetus is a friend of mine. Stories you must be able to tell me.
And then what is Sif trying to indicate? Is there a way of figuring that out?
Just when you said that you could not match the power of Zophar, you just kind of like tapped the table and then pointed the fork at you.
That's correct. Yes.
He also spins the fork around and points to a plant.
Can I investigate the plant?
Yeah, you just remember that was a plant that Fala Lafaleur gave you. He's the herbalist down the street.
Oh. Is there anything special about the plant that she told us?
The fork then flies across the room.
Yep.
And falls into a water pitcher.
Oh, okay. I water the plant. I'm assuming that's what he's wanting me to do. I'll ask him that as I'm doing it. Would you like me to water the plant? Tap twice for yes.
You hear one tap.
Oh. That's a no.
Do we put the plant in the water?
Do you want us to take the plant with us?
One tap.
Am I supposed to do something with the plant in the water?
Two taps.
Can I make a history check to see if I know what this plant is?
Sure. Survival.
It's not as good, but okay. That's a 4.
Nope. You have no idea. You've never seen
Some kind of fern. We were told nothing about this plant.
It was a gift at the grand opening from Fala.
Okay. Did he react when Theodore said to put the plant in the water?
It's
one taps or two for plant in the water.
You know what? You just see the fork fly across the room almost in frustration.
Oh, God. Oh, no, Gord. Why would you do that to us? I'm going to stew on that. Oh, God. All right. I watered the plant a little bit anyway.
It soaks in the water.
I apologize to Sif. I'm sorry, Sif. I don't know what you're trying to tell me. I apologize. Can he talk to Lopetus at all? Can Lopetus translate for us? I think he can, can't he?
Did he?
I don't know for certain.
I can't remember if he did. I'm going to say no, he can't.
No, it's not going to be helpful enough, are you? Okay. Anyway,
I'm not
I
sure if that was
ditched.
canon or not, but I'm making a call.
Okay. I ditch all my items.
What about the bands of Bolero?
Oh, those are staying. Those are going in. I am not taking the bands of Bolero after Hatch specifically told me not to lose them in the water and not to lose them at all. So the bands of Bolero are going in the bag. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the enchanter card. That's it.
Okay.
And the Sava board. I'll bring the Sava board.
Okay.
And then I say, look, if you're not gonna leave your items behind, I recommend you stay on the shore, but you are welcome to come along.
That's fine. I can come along. I'll be all right.
Okay. Going out to
Before
see
we-
Zelliform.
Yeah, I still don't know who that is. Just
Oh, you'll see. Maybe. I also don't want to hype it up and he doesn't even show up.
Before we leave, can I quickly cut like one leaf of the plant off just to keep it for myself?
Yeah. I don't know. Revenant, you going to stop him at all?
Can I ask Sif if that's okay?
You're not getting any response.
Sif, is it okay if we cut a leaf off of the plant?
No response.
No response. This is awful.
I'll walk up and just like pull like one leaf and just kind of like cut it at a 45 in an up degree angle.
Oh God.
It's like not going to harm the plant too much.
Oh God, I'm wincing this whole time.
You hear this ear-piercing scream, and then followed by some, oh, yes, Hatch.
Oh, okay. And I very quickly want to leave.
Right. You guys are out in the sunshine. It's morning. It's city's waking up. Carts are being set up. Stores are starting to open.
All right.
Looks like a nice sunny day.
Let's get some hustle on.
All right.
After you.
Heading down to the docks.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, you head down. You guys get to the docks, and there's a bunch of rowboats there, and the dockmaster. Hello.
Hi. Just wondering if we could.
How can I help you?
Could we make use of a rowboat for a couple hours?
Sure, that'll be 5 silver. That's half a gold.
I'll pull out 5 silver and I'll pay the man.
That's
Thank
good
you.
because Gord definitely said that because I left everything back at the mat.
And there's just a little rowboat over there with some oars in it.
Cool.
Yeah, get it back before it gets dark.
Oh, very much. We will be.
You're not going to go fishing, or you don't have any fishing rods?
Nope. Just gonna see a friend.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Let's.
And he walks away. He's off dealing with other people.
Let's go.
Okay, you guys row out into the middle of Deepwater Bay. You're rowing along. It's sun's starting to warm up, reflecting off the water. It's going to be a warm day.
Fantastic.
What would you like to do?
Out towards an area that seems semi-familiar. I would like to thaumaturgy my voice 3 times and call for Zelliform.
You just kind of do that, and your voice, you can see the ripples over the water as your voice kind of echoes across the water, extra loud.
And I
Glistens in the sun.
And then I add, I've got a proposition for you.
Yeah.
Nothing?
A minute or two, nothing's happening.
sure we're supposed to meet them out here?
Oh, I have no idea, honestly. This was a what would be the equivalent to a D&D Hail Mary?
A shot in the dark, I believe.
Yes, this is a wild shot in the dark. This is a shot in like magical darkness.
And it's pretty calm. Like there's no wind. It's just like flat ocean. You can see the Eyecatcher. You're a little bit closer to it now. Off maybe a mile away. And it's just really calm. You hear the seagulls overhead.
What a nice day.
It's kind of floating out in the middle of the bay.
Yep. Can I do a history check to see if, or some kind of like history perception or something to see if this is where we met him last time?
Sure. You can roll a history check, yeah.
I was hoping you were going to do perception or something. History is not my number one.
Survival check to see if you rode to the right location.
15 on the survival.
15?
Yep.
Yeah, you kind of remember the landmarks a little bit, and you think you're in the approximate right location. You hear this crunching sound, and your feet get sprayed with a bit of water as this giant claw comes up the bottom of your boat.
Oh,
right in the middle.
Oh,
like, excuse me.
That's probably about a 6-inch claw.
I kind of leap back a little bit, and holy
water
shit!
Starts to spray up.
Is it? Oh my god! Holy shit! Okay. I mean, I'm literally standing. Like, imagine putting your hands on the sides of the boat and standing, kind of trying to steady yourself while also trying to stay away from the middle of the boat.
You hear a voice behind you. Hello, Revenant. And you turn around. And there's
holy shit, Zolfar. Fuck, dude. What are you doing?
This giant, I believe it was a copper dragon?
Bronze, I believe.
A bronze dragon. Kind of, he's got kind of like mandibles coming off his chin, dripping water. He just came out of the water. Glistening bronze dragon in the middle of the water.
You just see Theodore do like this hard gulp as kind of like a bit of sweat like forms at his brow. He's like, "Is this what we're meeting here?"
This is Zeliform. I would like you to meet Theodore.
And this giant head turns towards you, Theodore. Hello, Theodore. Nice to meet you. And this huge toothy grin. This massive head.
Zeliform, you kind of fucked up our boat.
You had a proposition for me.
Yeah. Why'd you fuck up the boat, though?
Well, maybe this could be part of the proposition.
Oh, yeah, okay. Thanks, bud. So, I point at the Dreamcatcher.
Yeah, that is one strange boat.
So, this evening, Theodore and I will be making our way onto that boat.
Oh, a little mystery action.
Yes.
I'm intrigued.
So the owner of that boat, do you remember my staff?
I do. Do you want to trade it?
Unfortunately, he is in ownership of that staff right now.
Oh.
And so my intent into breaking onto that boat is to retrieve said staff.
And then we can trade.
Well, he is in possession of all manner of magical items.
Oh, really?
Yes. And so Theodore and I are interested in exactly 2 items. of our
He turns
choice.
towards you, Theodore, and his eyes kind of just drop across your body. How about you, Theodore? Any chances we could make a trade? I have this oddly shaped rock you might be interested in.
Is that a fucking rock? You know,
I believe I'm not here for a rock.
And his other hand lifts up out of the water pouring off, and there's an oddly shaped rock in his palm of his hand, of his claws. You recognize that
yeah,
as a rock that
is oddly shaped.
oddly shaped.
So, Xylophone, my proposition would be we intend to break onto the boat and subdue the owner and take the 2 items that we wish for. And at that point, you would be welcome to take items that we wish for.
Interesting. But when they kill you, what good is it to me then?
Well, it sounds like a zero-sum loss. We don't even require your help.
There's many warriors on that ship.
There will be none tonight. None, all but one will be gone from that ship.
Okay. Interesting. You have my ear, Revy. What would you like me to do?
I would like to borrow an item.
Borrow an item.
Borrow an item.
Well, you know I only trade items, but I could trade temporarily.
I should have brought one.
What are you looking for?
I believe you came into recent possession of a cloak.
Oh, yes. It makes my eyes go blurry when I put it on. Gives me a headache. I sleep on it now.
I would be interested in borrowing that cloak for one evening. In return for, and then in return, you may have item or items of your choice as long as they are not the items that we wish to retrieve.
Well, it's if you succeed, Revy. If you fail, they have my cloak. That won't do. I will need something equal value to hold. And he kind of looks over at you, Theodore.
Don't look at me. I'm not here to trade with you.
I have to be honest with you, Zelform. I have nothing of equal value to that cloak.
You know, I'm very fascinated by this mission. Maybe I can't give you the cloak, but can I partake?
The only stipulation to your involvement and you aiding us would be that we would only want the 2 items that belong to us.
This boat fascinates me. It's so strange looking.
It is called the Dreamcatcher. Perhaps it has caught your dreams?
I think you're mistaken. I saw it written on the back. It called the Eyecatcher.
Oh, Eyecatcher. Oh, yes, sorry. You are correct.
It's such a strange boat. Oddly shaped.
So that is what has caught your eye.
It might be too big for me. But Maybe not. I'm not sure. I'm just curious.
Well, I recently came across. Oh, technically, I guess I'm not really aware, am I? That dwarf was a golden dragon, wasn't it?
That what?
That dwarf was an adult golden dragon. I wasn't
I
there.
believe he changed for you guys.
Yeah, but I wasn't there. Was that?
They would have told you about it.
Okay. We recently encountered a dragon that could change into a human form. Could you not do that?
When you get to a certain size and age, you learn the tricks, but I'm still young, Revenant.
But
I'm
if you
but a
had
babe.
that ship in due time could suit you.
I have not learned how to switch into a human yet.
In due time. Anyway, I
Maybe
digress.
then I could explore whatever's underneath it.
Underneath the boat?
Yes. That's why it's so oddly shaped. I've never seen a boat like it. Very
What's
strange.
underneath the boat?
It is. It's very odd. The boat is wood, but then it has this oddly shaped metal thing underneath. Fairly large. About as large as me.
Like a turtle.
No. Have you ever seen a manta ray?
Yes. Well, maybe. Probably not, actually. No.
Well,
I
it's
don't.
like a
I don't
flying,
remedy his seat.
it's like a flying triangle.
Oh. I am
It
very
looks
confused.
like that, but it seems to be connected to the boat, or maybe it's part of the boat. It's hard for me to understand.
That is
That-
interesting.
Very useful information.
Roll a history check,
Yes.
Revenant.
11.
Nope. Don't remember a thing.
Um,
Keyword remember.
yeah. I guess rolling an insight also wouldn't be useful after rolling a history check, since that history check was basically covering.
You've seen this before, what he's describing.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say from that roll.
Do I know that I've seen something like this? I just don't know what it is or where it's from.
What he's describing sounds familiar. You just can't point it out in your memory.
I will just indicate that it sounds familiar, but I am unable to. I'll just say that sounds incredibly familiar.
And he's not
Maybe if I
describing-
knew what a manta ray looked like.
He's not describing the turtle that you guys battled. The dragon.
Yeah. In which case, I literally don't remember. I'll just say, this
And
sounds.
it says, yeah, that it's not like the turtle, which is at the bottom of the bay there by the docks.
That's a bad time.
That was an ugly beast. This is beautiful.
Okay. Well, we would welcome your assistance.
What could I do?
If you could ensure that no one escapes.
I can do that.
That would be fantastic. And then,
Should you want me to eat them?
no, just capture.
I can do that.
Severely
I have heard,
maimed.
though, that Jarlaxle is a powerful being.
He is.
He might be a challenge for me.
Hopefully, that will not be an issue.
As much as I'd like to help you, Revenant, if it is Jarlaxle that I'm facing, I will not risk my life.
We do not expect you to risk your life for the goal of our mission. But if it is within your power to stop him from escaping, we would appreciate it.
Okay. I will try.
Okay. Could you return us to shore since you've absolutely mangled our boat?
Oh, I forgot about that. And he dives under the water, and he just the talon is still in the hole, and you just start whipping over across the bay towards the docks, and the talon pulls out as you get closer to the docks, and you just kind of glide into the docks, and the dock master is looking at you as you just start going into shore, but you start sinking.
Captain Jack Sparrow style.
Captain Jack Sparrow,
Yeah, we'll totally do that and just like walk onto the dock.
You walk onto the dock as the boat
rented
sinks,
us a boat that leaks,
and the boat sinks and glides underwater under the dock as you step off. And the dock master goes, "What did you do to my boat?"
Hey, we did nothing. You rented us a boat that had a hole in it. We barely made it here.
If my boat had a hole in it, you would not be able to go out to the middle of the deep water.
I just say Bill Troll Skull Alley.
I will have a bill for you.
Yes. Shit. Okay. I go and retrieve my items to return to Troll Skull.
Yep.
Get my items.
Yeah, you're getting towards dinner time.
Okay. Are we?
Well, let's say. Sorry, you wanted to be done by 1.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's 1. You got back to Troll Skull. It's 2.
Okay.
Hi everyone, we hope you're enjoying this episode of Perilous Pursuits. Feel free to check out our website at www.perilouspursuits.com for lots more content. If you'd like to support us further, consider becoming a Patreon and receive perks all the way up to joining us in a Perilous Pursuits adventure at patreon.com/perilous. We would also like to send a shout out to our Perilous partner Describe. It's a great Dungeon Master resource to give you professionally written text on everything from locations and spells to items and creatures that you can use in your very own games. Check out our link to Describe at www.perilouspursuits.com for a 10% discount.
I'm just trying to think if there's anybody else that I can enlist to help. The only other person I know that would be of any use, I have no idea how to contact. It's like trying to put together some kind of heist group, you know? You're like, maybe I can contact them.
All I know is we should rest a bit, and
yeah.
If it is this big of a party, they won't be out anytime early. They'll go at a decent time.
Okay.
In the night.
All right. Do a short rest.
Sure. You go to bed, or
I'm wearing my items, so they're attuned when I wake up.
And while that's happening, Theodore, is there anything you wanted to do?
I would probably just take interest in Mobius and seeing if I can coerce any secretive information out of him.
Roll a persuasion check. And what kind of things are you looking to get? Conversation.
Maybe like history about this building, stuff that's not known. Maybe something about. I might bring up the plant, as I have a leaf in my possession now from it, as to what it is, and just general more secrets about like himself, or like secrets about this building.
Yeah, roll a persuasion.
It's 22.
Me too. So he ends up just getting lost in conversation with you. He talks about all this time he spent at Troll Skull. Him and Sif used to drink together and party here. And he mentions in the basement about a portion that was like a cave that was dug out and then blocked up again with dirt that no one seems to have explored yet. He's like, yeah, I just remembered that now that we're talking about that. He talks about Sif and how he used to work here, and he used to have a lot of fun. He talks about himself, and with the 22, you're going to get a lot here, and how he quested as a great door maker of the world to one day become a door, and how he learned to do that. He found a way into the Feywild. He found a great tree. How he got there, he says it was really bizarre. I don't know if you'd believe me. It was like a walking cabin that took me there. And when I got there, I went to this giant tree, and there was trials that I had to do, and I gained my immortality there. I'm not able to walk around, but I am immortal.
Now that is amazing.
And he's just kind of, you're really good to talk to. Like, I haven't remembered these things for centuries.
So a portion of the basement, you said, unexplored.
Yeah. Just go down the stairs and take a right, and then you'll see like a little hall that's kind of dirty there, and looks like someone was building a cave that went nowhere, but it really was more of a cave in to another chamber.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, I can't. I should
Feywild.
tell the other guys.
Fascinating. You don't need to tell them. I will.
Oh,
No
I
problem.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Feywild, you say?
The Feywild, yes.
I haven't been there ever.
It is a strange place, my friend.
Yeah.
Where do you hail from?
Here and there. Kind of like the Feywild as well, except not quite as lively.
Okay. I see the shadows.
Then you know where I'm from.
I do. We'll keep it between us.
It's all right. It's appreciated. I can't believe you went there in a cabinet and talked
A cabin.
the tree.
Like a cabin.
A cabin.
I walked into this cabin, and it got up and walked away and brought me to the Feywild.
That is wild, my friend.
There's something else in the cabin. No, maybe not. I don't know. It's hard to remember.
That place does things to your mind. Not surprised.
Yes. It's just glimpses. Something. I don't know. It's strange. I feel like. I don't know. It's just hard to remember that part of my life.
It's like something's almost missing and you're not quite seeing what's behind the fog in the mirror.
Maybe it was my transformation that did it, but it might be something more.
It's good to have it. It's just moments like that usually when you close your eyes and still your mind and think of something else, that usually bits and pieces come in the background and just kind of like form the image together.
Yeah. I'll try that. That's good advice. Did you meet Hatch, young Hatch.
No, I've only met Revenant.
Oh, okay.
I heard some talking upstairs. But
Yeah, they were. Him and Jagger, yeah, whatever. But I've been mentoring Hatch on his woodworking skills and door making skills. And he has talent. He has ambitions similar to mine. It's interesting. I'm not sure if I should help him there or not.
Well, if he asks about it, you could always lead him in the right direction, but you should never assume his interest in becoming a door itself might align with yours.
I appreciate it.
I mean, you must have a lot of advice. I mean, you are an ancient
I have.
being door. You lived as a dwarf before this, you said, and then you became a door.
And I have seen a lot. You were strange, Theodore. It's almost like you jarred something in my memory. Very strange. Interesting.
Down the stairs, you said. To the right?
Yeah.
And I'll kind of scan the room and just and I'll point at a random door. Like this door here, down here?
Behind the door, behind the bar, there's a hatch there.
Oh. Tell
thanks for letting
Revenant.
him know. I'll leave it up to you.
Yeah. Tell Revenant I went down there if he comes out before I come back.
Sure.
Again, Lopetus, it is very nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And I'll
Good to
if
meet
there's
you.
still time before Revenant's rest, then I'll just jump down and kind of walk behind the bar and kind of look at the hatch and just be like, that's
The wooden
very
hatch on the
interesting to
hinge
me.
with a ring on it.
Pardon?
It's a wooden square hatch with a ring on it and hinged on one side.
Yeah, I'll pull open that hatch and just
Ladder goes down into the darkness.
it won't bother me
The
because
welcoming darkness.
I am very well versed in seeing in the dark. I'll walk down and just let my eyes adjust a bit, and I'll walk down the ladder and then down the stairs, and I'll pull out my sword and start tapping the side of the wall after I turn a right to see if the hilt of my sword will start to resound, I have found what I'm looking for.
The echoes of it, you almost see like an echo, and the dirt shimmers around the edges.
Here. Huh. Interesting that they would build the wall around it again. Can I make an investigation check to see if there's a secret trap or something like that? Or if there's a mechanism to move the wall?
It's not a wall, it's just caved in dirt. Like someone was building a cave and they just stopped. Like they were expanding the basement or something. But yeah, it's odd. The dirt slopes down to your feet.
It slopes down to my feet.
Like it caved in or something.
So the slough, it's
Yeah.
the roof is farther away and the dirt
Yeah,
is
but the
at my
dirt
feet.
goes right up at an angle towards the roof.
Can I climb the dirt pile and kind of tap the roof a bit?
Mm-hmm.
Does my sword or the hilt of the sword resound as well?
Yeah, and some of the dirt falls away, and the hole at the top opens a little more.
And can I peer through the hole? Can I see through to the other side, or is
You see, it seems to open up a little bit on the other side.
I'll kind of like scoop away some more dirt and like see if I can peer through.
It looks like there's a chamber on the other side.
Well, I always do like finding a little bit of treasure on my own, but I am in their house. I should probably find Revenant. So I'll kind of double back and like go back up the ladder through the hatch and ask Lopetus which room Revenance is in.
So it's probably been about an hour since Revenant went up to
Oh, they talked for at least an hour.
an hour. But you're short rest at 4 hours, right? Or long rest at 4 hours?
No, short rest at 4 hours.
Yeah.
I'm not recovering anything. I just didn't want to get fatigued, basically.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Lobitus says, this door up on the right, go up the stairs. Actually, you're at the top.
Yeah, I'm in
So go
the
up to the
turret.
top floor in the turret. So you can walk up there and you see a door.
Yeah, I'll walk up and I'll just like lightly knock on the door.
And you would hear that Revenant because you're not really sleeping.
Yeah, it's just a short rest. I was probably just in like a deep meditation or something.
You're just meditating, yeah.
Okay. Knocks at the door. I wake from my meditation and answer. Hello.
Revenant, I was just hoping to speak with you downstairs, if that would be all right.
Yes. I think I am ready. So yeah, we go downstairs.
Okay. Downstairs.
I don't mean to pry, but this is, I'm assuming, your house.
Partial ownership, but yes.
Good. Can you follow me? And I'll like walk behind the bar, pull open the hatch, and go down the ladder like I know where I'm going.
Yes, I believe I can walk. I believe I can fly.
Okay, you guys get downstairs in the basement.
It's like, do you need light down here, or can you see like I can?
Yes, I do have dark vision.
Good. Just checking. I'll walk over to the cave-in and I'll say, "What do you see?"
You see opening at the top of this kind of sloped dirt pile that used to go up to the ceiling, but now there seems to be a hole that goes through to another chamber
It appears there's a hole in our storage area.
at the top of the slope of dirt near the ceiling.
That's correct. Lopetus said he mentioned something about a chamber beyond this one.
That is news to me. We have never been told of a chamber.
I tend to not overstretch my boundaries, which is why I thought I might wake you before I go and explore.
Man, you would not be a good fit for our party. Okay. No, feel free. Let us excavate further.
Just to be certain, the only reason I'm doing this is because this is your house. I
Dude, just dig.
don't mean any business with this.
Look, if you're not gonna dig, I'm gonna dig. So.
I've already uncovered it. I was just
So it's you pull
mindful
some
of
more
my
dirt away and
manners.
it opens up, and it's enough room to squeeze through the top and kind of go down into the chamber beyond.
Hella. Let's hit it.
If you don't mind, I'll go first. It's quite all right.
Yep.
I'll like squeeze through and I'll like slowly kind of like peer into the chamber and like try and
You
check for traps before I like drop onto the floor.
yeah,
There
so
is,
the
like-
dirt does slope down
I'd-
here on the other side as well, but you see a perfect cylinder of a room made out of stone and flat ceiling, perfectly circular. There's nothing that you see in it except on the floor. The only odd thing you see is on the floor, dirt floor, is a mound that goes up into like a cone shape of dirt.
I just slide in after him.
Well, he's sticking his head through looking.
Oh, I thought he squeezed.
No,
through.
Yeah,
just peeking.
I'll squeeze through and kind of like
So you would kind of slide down to the dirt a little bit. You could go off to the side.
yeah,
if you wanted.
I don't really want to touch the floor yet. I just want to
Okay.
slide down
So
and
you
just
slide
like,
down halfway. You're kind of standing halfway up the dirt.
So careful.
in rooms that I don't know what they do. I tend to be more careful. That's why I still have all my fingers.
I almost lost a finger. If he's out of the way, I'm just gonna slide in.
Okay.
Like I own the place.
You slide down to the floor.
Like I own the place.
All right. You just jump down. You're walking around. It's like the room just became deathly silent.
Oh.
Previously, when you're echoing off the walls, now there's no echo. It's absorbing the sound around you. It's strange.
It's just the cone of silence. Investigation?
Yeah, I'll investigate the room as well.
Can I do... How good is your investigation?
I'm pretty proficient.
Can I help
Almost
him?
like-
Can I help him investigate, Gord?
Yeah, you
And-
can give him advantage.
Cool.
Sure. 21.
This room, it is odd how it doesn't echo the sounds. Like you speak, and if you're not pointed at the person, they don't hear you. Yeah, you say something to Revenant, then you get no response, and you turn around, you say the same thing, and then he hears you. So it's odd.
I
you kinda-
whip out my wand of magic detection.
All right.
Does it detect magic?
Is there so many charges a day? I guess
3.
there is an aura around the room. You get the feeling with that investigation that this might have been at one time or under construction or maybe lost and kind of damaged over time, but this might have been a vault.
Oh! Very cool.
Can I
Um,
take my sword and just like go along the walls slowly to see if there's something hidden here?
You do that and you go around the circle, there's nothing around the walls.
Interesting. And this weird like cone-shaped dirt
Pile of
mound
dirt.
is like there's nothing in that.
When you bring your sword to it, a couple pieces of dirt crumple down the side.
I'll just like slowly brush it away to see if there's something in the dirt itself.
Okay, you brush it away. You do see something white appears in the dirt.
Be like, Revenant, do you know what this is?
Small, but it's the color of white.
I didn't even know this room existed, man.
Is like, can we pick it out of the dirt, or is it like affixed?
It looks like
in?
something in the dirt that you could pick up.
I'll
Your
grab it.
magic telling you anything about this?
It's just probably just glowing, right?
It is glowing.
Yeah, I'll just I'll brush
Alright.
away. Can I brush away more dirt so it's like?
So you brush it away, and you see 5 tiny white bones arranged in the shape of a pentagram.
Oh.
It almost looks like something you could wear, like a brooch.
I'll like pick up my dagger and I'll like pick it up the brooch with it, and I'll be like, "That is got a story to it."
Can we show it to Lopidus?
If you want.
I don't know. Is there?
I mean, I don't have the training to tell you what this is. So
Yeah, me neither. I'd literally be guessing.
I have the feeling if it was left in this room, maybe it should stay in this room before you find one of your other friends that might be more useful with this.
Yeah. Can I? I'll just put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put it on your. You kind of wear it on your front of your robes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it attaches.
Just gonna guess here. I'm gonna speak to say. I'll look away and say hello. Does anything happen?
No. You don't even. You don't even hear your own words.
Do I hear him speak?
If he's facing you, you do, because the words, what you speak, doesn't bounce off the wall and hit your ears. So when you speak, you actually
wild.
more hear just like a muffled version as it comes out of your throat. That was before you picked this up too. So it's
Oh, so it hasn't changed.
no, it hasn't changed.
Can we exit the room?
Yeah. You climb back out, standing in the basement.
Can I do the same test?
What test?
Just say hello while looking away from him.
Yeah, you say hello. You can hear your voice now. You hear more of ambient sounds, and you can hear the little bit of the crowd outside. And
so there's a special function of the room alone.
you don't know.
All right, I will entreat. Well,
I mean, it's up to you to decide what it is. You don't know for
Okay.
sure what it is.
I hand it to Theodore. Go back into the room. Do I still not hear my own voice?
You don't hear anything, including your own voice.
Cool.
Unless you
Okay.
put like your hand up in front of your voice, it reflects off your hand.
Okay. Leave the room. Grab the brooch,
Mhm.
and I'll entreat Lopidus to see if he knows what it is.
Sure. You bring it to Lopidus, and he kind of looks at it and goes, I have no idea what it is. So I guess you found the room downstairs?
Yes,
It appears to be some kind of vault.
Sif didn't tell me too much about it, but I did get him drunk one night. He talked about it. It was a vault that the owners who built Troll Skull made. And I think it was lost over time, but this vault, apparently you can't spy on things or find things if it's
Oh, that's so cool.
Ah. Now that is a secret.
It's exactly what they called it, the Vault of Secrets.
Oh, not the chamber.
That would be copyrighted.
That is something.
Yeah.
Those are the words that shall not be spoken.
I'll see if is Sif. I'll just ask Sif if he knows what this if he's ever seen this before. 2 taps for yes, if he's willing to answer.
He taps once.
No. Oh boy.
Interesting. Maybe keep it with us in case
Yeah, I'll just keep wearing it.
the old, or I should say young dragon, as he called himself, would like it.
Well, I'm not willing to just give it away after 5 hours. I'd like to know what it does. What time is it, Gord? Like 4?
It's about 4 o'clock.
Right.
So if you guys want to wait until evening, you can, or if you want to do something.
I don't think anybody in our place is able to identify objects.
I'm pretty sure Lucan would be able to.
Is Lucan around?
Lucan is, he seems to be up. You hear his voice upstairs.
How long is that spell usually? Is it worth even asking him?
Takes a minute.
Oh, okay. Can I go bother him to see if he can magic identify this?
Sure. Let me put up this character sheet to see if we can do it. You're looking for he has the identify spell, so he looks at it and he goes, "This is interesting. Where'd you find this?"
So
in a room you can't hear when you talk.
Yeah, we'll just explain to him about the vault of secrets.
And he just kind of throws it at you, the brooch, and he runs downstairs, and you hear him like, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!"
Okay, she's after me like, "Yo, wait! Can you tell us what this brooch does?"
He says, "Do you know what this room is?"
Not entirely.
People can't locate or scry on things in this room. This is insane.
Pretty incredible.
We need to get a vault door made here.
Oof. I wonder if Dorf would have any suggestions.
Maybe he has an uncle or a cousin.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we could get Sif into a door.
Whatever it takes, but this room needs to be protected. It's protected from magic. Now we got to protect it from thieves. Anyways, this brooch.
Can you identify this brooch?
He casts the identify spell on it. So this is called the Brooch of Bones. It is a wondrous item.
Aptly named.
And what I'll do is I will submit I'll give it to you later. It requires attunement.
Okay.
And it's uncommon. So this strange brooch consists of 5 tiny bones arranged in the shape of a pentagram. While wearing this brooch, you can use an action to speak its command word. And the command word is bones! And gain special protection against undead creatures. For 1 minute, undead creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls against you, and they cannot charm, frighten, or possess you. Once used, this property of the brooch can't be used again until next dawn.
Well, we're wearing it for now.
Are you attuning to it?
Yeah, got 1 more slot, so. There's always 1 more slot, Gord.
Oh, God. Lucan just shakes his head. He's just like, really? You're taking another one of the items?
This item will be free for grabs come tomorrow.
Why? What's happening today?
Don't worry about it.
Ravi?
Don't worry about it.
You're not doing something stupid, are you?
Have I done anything else?
It's all you've done.
Exactly.
I'll just say it once because I've said it a million times. Let it go, Revy. It'll be the death of you.
So it may. So it may.
And he just shakes his head and walks upstairs.
Cool.
So, what do you guys want to do? You could wait in your position when it starts getting dark, or you can go down to the docks, or...
There is one person who is probably an even longer shot than Zelapharm. I have no idea what their intentions were. I don't even know if I know their name. I do have a Lucia here in my...
Lucia. Yeah, she was in the Day of Wonder. She was a tarot card reader.
Oh, that was Lucia. Okay.
She gave you the card.
Okay. Not who I'm looking for. I doubt... I'm going to do a history check, and if it's you can decide the roll, obviously. Remember when we're stealing a bunch of that stuff from that guy's mansion? Merc's mansion. There was that girl there also trying to steal stuff.
Yes.
You can't tell me your name because I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a history check, and you can determine whether or not it's high enough for me to remember, because I would like to possibly get her help. She seemed pretty sick. Come on.
I have no idea where to find her.
Nope. Not a clue. This is a super long, it's a 17. Do I even remember her at all?
Do you remember what she looks like? You don't know the name or where she could be or anything like that.
All right.
You do remember something. Something you heard. With the 17, you remember... let's see this.
I remember what?
Let's look at something up there. The Viper. The Black Viper or something.
Oh.
And that's all you remember.
I'd like to spend the next 3 hours then 2 hours in a dingy area town asking about the Black Viper.
Okay, well, it'd take you about 2 hours to get down to the docks.
It's 4 o'clock? Yeah, okay. So the docks
I think we need to go down to the docks and just start waiting till
the docks
procession ends.
Yeah, docks are the seedy part of town anyway.
Yes.
Okay, so I'd like to start, since we're around the docks, I'd like to start asking around about the Black Viper.
Roll an investigation.
14.
Yeah, you're not really... People don't really care. You don't... they just kind of look at you and walk away.
I'll just start passing around word that I'm looking to hire the Black Viper.
Okay. You start telling people that.
And then I guess we're just waiting around
starting to get dusky out.
Yeah, are people starting to leave the Eyecatcher?
Yeah, you see, as it's getting darker, not quite yet, but as it starts getting a little darker, because they don't necessarily like the sun, the
Yeah.
drow. So as the sun starts setting down, you see several boats leaving the Eyecatcher. You see two women kind of waiting on the docks. Beautiful woman.
Are they waiting for the boats?
Looks like it. And the boats are making their way across the bay.
All right.
They get to the wharf, and all these drow just start unloading. And you see Jarlaxle come out of the boat.
Oh no.
And you see these two women and two drow get onto the boat, head out to the Eyecatcher. And Jarlaxle with about 20 drow start hooting and hollering, and they're just making their way up down the street. You hear the words yawning portal, and that they're going to drain all the ale out of this, and they're cheering for the city of Luskin and to the open lord of Luskin, Jarlaxle.
So all the drow emptied from the boats, and then the two women got in the boats
with two drow.
with two other drow.
With two drow sailors, and the four of them rowed up to the Eyecatcher.
And when we see Jarlaxle, do I see a silver ring on his hand?
Roll a perception.
Can I help him?
Dirty 20.
Oh, sick.
You don't.
Gord, that is the best news I've heard all day.
You see. Well, you roll a perception, Revi.
2 seconds. It's indisposed. Just 17.
Yeah, 17.
Yep.
Yeah, so you've met Jarlaxle before.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't seem to be wearing a lot of his daggers and various. Some of the, you've seen him always with his daggers and weapons on. When you've seen him, he doesn't seem to be wearing them.
Oh, he can still whoop my ass, but it makes me want to fight him.
And they're just they pick him up after a while, and they're carrying him on his shoulders to the open lord of Luskin, and they're cheering as they walk down towards the castle ward.
Cool.
People coming out of their storefronts and homes, and they're all clapping to the hero of Waterdeep.
Oh, people like him, don't they? That's too bad. I'd say we wait an hour.
Sure.
Or do you want to wait 2 hours until they're all the way to the Yawning Portal?
Give them 30 minutes till they're out of eyesight and out of the hearing. They won't know any different, and they'll be just as quiet.
Okay. I just want to maximize the time before if they had some kind of talking stones or something. Some kind
Not
of
a bad
alarm.
idea. We can wait. I mean, it's going to take us a while to row back out there.
Yeah. Cool. Black Viper didn't catch word or anything.
Roll a perception.
That's a 7.
No, so you don't know anything new.
Okay. I was just wondering if she like just
Theodore,
if she just I was just wondering if she like showed up or something.
Theodore could roll a perception too.
Sure. 9.
Yeah. What would you guys like to do?
I believe we need to row to a different spot in the ocean now.
Yeah, we should probably get a boat. I do have money now.
So
Oh,
you,
that's good. You can pay for this one, and we'll probably have to pay for the last one.
Yeah.
So you walk down to the dockmaster, and he's not there, but you do see a guy working on a boat, fixing a hole in the bottom. He's kind of grumbling. It's kind of a scallywag, grizzly old guy.
Walk up to him like we know nothing. Hello, good sir.
Hey,
We were wondering if you'd like to earn an extra bit of money tonight.
yeah, I gotta fix this stupid boat someone broke.
That's quite a hole. I wonder what could have made that.
Yeah, some idiot.
Indeed.
The dock's closed tonight. The dockmaster went with the to the yawning portal because there's a big party there. So no boat rentals tonight. I can't help you.
Not even for some under the table cash.
Oh,
And he
come
kinda looks
on.
at you.
You,
What are
like
you
yourself, you don't
So-
want to earn some extra cash
No,
fixing
what's
a boat that doesn't need to be fixed?
What's it? What are we talking here?
How about we give you 20 gold,
And you
boat
just see him,
magically
you
lifts?
see him visibly gulp, but he's trying to hide it.
I was gonna
Oh,
offer
right.
15,
20 gold, huh?
and you never saw us.
He's kind of looking around. It's just between you and me.
Seems like that's the only important people here right now.
I didn't see you. You got a
Sounds
deal.
like a plan.
Got a deal, friend. And he points out a rowboat down at the end of the dock.
I'll kind of like nudge Revenant.
He holds out his hand towards you, Revenant.
Okay, I hand him 20 gold.
Okay. Knock it off your total.
Where is money?
Under inventory, and then you should see like a gold currency in like the top right part of the window.
Oh, there it is. Oh, that's backwards. Thank you.
I guess we'll jump into the boat and
Okay.
kind of wait a little bit as like I'm assuming the parade of people has left, and
Oh yeah, they've long left. We're down there.
we'll just start slowly rowing out to the Eyecatcher.
You do see just a couple lights on the Eyecatcher. As you're rolling out, you guys can roll a perception.
21 for me.
Better than me.
You see two people on the deck from this distance. They don't seem to be moving around. They seem to be off to one side of the deck. They seem to have a lantern close to them. And then you see on let's see here. Yeah, that's all you see.
Is there an angle in which we can approach the boat that we would be not seen?
So they're off
Stern?
to the, yeah, so they're off on the bow of the boat. So
Okay.
I mean, that's where the anchor is.
Yep.
The stern seems to be in darkness. Or yeah, the stern of the ship.
Cool. I think we'll try and approach from to the stern.
Actually,
Seems like a wise
the
idea.
anchor's in the middle of the ship.
Oh, okay.
But they are at the front, seem to be sitting around a barrel, and just as you get closer, you can just see that they're just drinking and just laughing about stuff.
And is it like pretty well lit on the deck from below?
No, it's just the one lantern around. It's on the floor, and it's very low, like candle light, because they don't really need light either.
Okay.
I think it's more just to let people know that there's somebody on the deck.
Yeah. As we approach, can we make sure to like, as we're looking, is there anybody like moving up and down the deck on the side that we're approaching by the anchor?
No, we're coming in on the stern. That's the rear.
Coming in at the stern.
So the
Okay.
anchor
Yeah.
rope
Yeah.
is actually on the side of the boat, and then they're at the bow, and the stern is in darkness. So they're not near the anchor actually chain.
Okay.
Might be
So-
an easy way up.
It might be an easy way up. Yeah.
I'm a couple levels away from literally walking up the friggin' boat.
So you guys kind of saddle along the side of the boat,
Okay.
and you can see the Eyecatcher written in the back. There's some windows higher up on the back of the boat, just below the wording, but they're dark. You pull up next to the chain, the anchor chain, on the starboard side, the right side of the boat.
Yeah.
You guys,
And we'll just
I'd like
tie
both of
the.
you to roll a stealth check.
That's a boatload. 20 plus.
That's a nat 20.
All
No,
right.
it's not a nat 20. I rolled 12, so it's a 23.
Okay. Mine's a 19.
19. Ravi, you grab the chain and you're climbing up. You look down as you're climbing up, and you catch a glimpse of a bronze-colored flash underwater.
Ooh.
You climb up to the deck and you hide behind a barrel, and you're in darkness. And Theodore follows you. You guys are on the top deck. Well, not quite the top deck. It's where the steering wheel is behind you. Towards the back of the boat is where the steering wheel is. It's a little bit taller than the deck you're on.
Right.
And then there's some stairs on either side of the boat that goes further down where the mast is.
Okay.
And then towards the bow that goes back upstairs, and you can see the two guys around the barrel drinking and laughing. They don't seem to be... Yeah, they're not paying attention at all. They've been out here for probably a month, and it's been boring out here. No one's ever bothered them.
All right. That's
There is, where you are, there is a door to the south, and like I said, stairs going up to where the steering wheel is, and then
Mhm.
doors going down to a lower deck.
Are the doors right in between the stairs?
It's still on the top deck. It's just there's multiple levels of the top deck. So there's a door to the south.
Yeah, is the door like in between the stairs towards the?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining like the Black Pearl right now.
And there is a large kind of a winch in the middle of the deck, and the chain goes up over to the side and down. So let's see where
Okay.
they pull the anchor up.
Cool.
There is some, crates and various barrels and other things, but it's pretty quiet.
I whispered to Theodore, "Is it worth dealing with these guys now? I'm worried about the other two. I don't think that Jarlaxle will leave this boat unattended."
I would say better to be quiet and unaware than trying to take care of something and causing something we don't need.
Okay, I agree. Let's try and
So you can kind of
through that door on the south.
the door to the south, or you can go to a lower top deck down a couple stairs,
Okay.
and that's kind of where the main mast is, and it looks like that's where the loading the doors open up for where they load crates and stuff like that into the ship.
Right. Okay, yeah, if there's a way we can get down without opening doors, that'd be great.
Well, that grate is closed right now.
Oh, okay. Then the
But
door
there
would be...
are more, when you peer over the edge, there are more stairs towards the forward end of the boat.
Okay,
Or, sorry, yeah, stairs going down.
okay. Do they have doors at the end of it? Or do they just go into the like the hull of the boat?
Just before we leave this door to the south, it's like underneath where
It's
the boat
underneath
is
the steering.
Yeah.
It's what you would assume to be like the captain's quarters.
Potentially, yeah.
Why don't we check there first?
Okay. To the captain's quarters.
All right. The door is not locked, so you can, with those stealth, you slowly open the door and close it behind you.
Okay.
You come into an empty captain's quarters. There's a large table on the east end of the ship. North is up, and for a place setting for 6 people. There's a writing desk to the south and facing the wall, and some windows overlooking the bay. On the left west corner is a large double bed, and then there's a couple of sitting chairs on the northwest side sitting around the table. There seems to be some glasses and wine there, and some pipes. And you do remember that Jarlaxle was the owner of the Sea Maiden's Fair. He wasn't a captain. He had 3 captains, one for each ship.
Mm.
So he's not a captain himself. He just owns everything.
Right.
So this looks like to be the captain of the Eyecatcher quarters.
I'm gonna go to his writing desk, and I'm gonna take a piece of paper and a pen. I'm gonna write, "Dear Jarlaxle." I'm gonna butcher his name too,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna say, "Gotcha."
All right.
It's a little bit premature, but I'm not coming back to do
Very optimistic.
it.
Why don't you keep it with you and leave it in the room when we find it?
Ooh, that's a good idea. Okay, I'll do that. That's a swell plan.
Sounds good.
Investigate the room, I guess.
Sure. Roll investigation. Either both of you or one with advantage.
I'll give you advantage.
22.
22. You find a pistol, and you find about 20 platinum.
20 platinum?
Wild.
Yeah, I'll just
And like writing utensils and stuff like that.
yeah, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I'll take the platinum and the one pistol and be like, seems like he won't need this.
They seem you haven't really seen these things yet before. You've heard of them, but you're not sure how they work. There is a box full of, I guess, gunpowder, and it looks like little miniature cannonballs but you're not sure how it works or how to load it or use it.
I won't
you
take
found
any
a
of that
pistol
because
with
I don't know how it works.
Yeah, so you found a pistol with ammunition for, say, 10 shots.
Cool. I say we leave. If we investigate the captain quarters, I say we leave and we head into the hull.
Well, this
I
door
guess.
opens right up onto the anchor deck there
Yeah.
on the top.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, we leave the captain's quarters and we'll go towards the bow of the ship and take the stairs down into the hull.
Okay. So you leave the captain's. You're on kind of the deck where the anchor is.
Yeah.
Behind you is a taller part of the top deck.
Yeah.
2 stairs going left and right down to the lower part where there's like the loading bay. The main mast is there. And across from you is the bow of the ship, which is a little bit higher up. Stairs going up to it, where these guys are drinking. So if you're going down those stairs, you're going to have to roll a really good stealth check again. Because there's no hiding here.
Okay. Is there any way else into the bow? Into the hull?
You could climb down to that lower deck and stay behind the mast. That might give you a little bit better cover. So instead of taking the stairs, you would climb down, but you might make a little more noise.
Well, if I jumped down, I wouldn't make any noise.
That's true. It's about a 10-foot drop.
That's fine.
So you jump down?
Yeah.
Okay, you jump down. You're standing behind the mast, on the south side of the mast. What do you do, Theodore? Revy, you now see that you're on this lower deck, that there are stairs to your left and right that go back down. Right beside the stairs that go onto this deck, there's stairs beside them that go down into the bowels of the ship.
Okay.
And across on the north side of this deck are another pair of stairs that also go down. So there's 4 stairs here going down.
Okay.
2 stairs going up. And then this deck goes underneath the bow section, and it looks like there's a compartment there. It's not doored though. There's no door to it. It's just open. Looks like it has storage and barrels and crap in there. You're not sure. You can't see everything in there.
Okay. I'm gonna head in there.
In where?
Down the stairs.
Okay. Theodore, what are you doing?
I'd probably follow suit and like try and be as quiet as I can and just like jump and like maybe grab onto the mast and then jump off of the mast to where Revenant was.
Okay. It's going to be a higher DC, so you don't make any noise. Can you roll another stealth check?
27.
No problem. You're quieter than Revenant, who made no sound. Revenant, you're shocked. He doesn't have the same boots as you have, but he made 0 sound, just like you.
Shocked and impressed.
Yeah. So there is a door to the south, directly south of you, that goes into the ship, and then there's also 2 stairs that go down on your left and right.
Stairs first, come back for the door.
I'm wondering if the weird manta ray at the bottom is where he stays.
Most likely. I think the door will go to the manta ray.
The door to the south, and I'll point that way. That one?
Yeah.
Why are we going there last?
Because I like to explore everything first.
It's like a video game player.
Yeah, honestly. Okay, yeah, we can just... Okay, yeah, we can just go...
Find what we've come here first and
Okay.
take what we need to.
Through the door, then.
Okay. You're taking the door?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go through the door and quietly open it, go through, close it. You're in a hallway with 3 doors on each side of the wall and a door to the south. So 3 doors on the west wall, 3 on the east wall, and a door to the south about 20 feet away.
Okay. Pull out my wand of magic detection as I walk down the hallway and use it.
Okay. How long does it last?
It's probably like detect magic, so it's 10 minutes.
Okay. Nothing is going off right now.
As I'm walking down the hallway.
I think we need to go down. To the
Yeah,
bottom.
I was just trying to make sure it's we're not missing anything important in these rooms as we go by.
would you like to do?
I think
Continue.
do you want to keep going south to the next door? Or do we want to go back north and then down this four sets? Down
No, we
the
should keep
set
going
of four
south.
sets?
We should keep going south.
You come to the door on the south, and there's a door there. If you open it,
Yeah.
I want to, before we open it, can I just like put my ear to it in case there's somebody on the other side that we can hear?
roll a perception.
15.
Yeah, you don't hear anything.
Seems quiet. I'll open the doors quietly and kind of like slowly peek in.
So yeah, you walk into a dining cabin. So the crew dines here throughout the day. Looks like it seats about 10 people. 5 per side on a long table. There's there's some oak cabinets containing dishes and tankards and utensils off to the side.
One of magic detection isn't going off though.
I think we need to keep going down the stairs. Back
Yes.
down to the north and then down farther.
So you'll need to go out that door to the north onto that top, the outside deck.
Yeah, and then
And then to the left and right are stairs going down, which will expose you visually. You'll have to have a good stealth check if you want to do that. So is that what you want to do?
is there like we'll pick the stern of the ship because like probably it's got a little more coverage.
Well, I mean, if you're going down those stairs, yeah, the stairs to the south would give you a bit more coverage than the ones to the north.
Yeah.
So I'd like you both to roll another stealth check because this will be the big one.
29.
Okay.
I'm just rolling my dice in my hand right now. See how we got. 21.
Yeah, you step down the stairs. You hear a seagull kind of screech above. You kind of stop for a second. You turn around and sailors are still drinking and laughing and talking. You're able to make it down the stairs. You get down. It's called the orlop deck, and the mast still goes down here. You come down these stairs. There's further stairs that go further down, and then you see you're kind of on a deck that has a winch with a kind of a crane winch, and then a door that opens up out of the floor again to put the stuff into a lower hold. It gets winched down there, and this crane kind of rolls on a track that goes in a U shape around this hole. So this deck goes further north into more storage areas. Can't really see what's up there, and then there's stairs on the left and right that goes down, and then there's a hallway that goes south. Looks like there's more doors on the left and right down this hallway.
Is there any of the doors like a little more ornate than anybody else, like regarding someone of like importance on this deck?
These doors look pretty plain.
One of magic detection's not doing anything.
Nothing.
Okay. I guess
You do notice that there's some pieces, like looks like carnival pieces and stuff like that, lying in the corner. Looks like there's some stuff in the Day of Wonders parade that's stored here. Not everything, but just a few things that maybe hasn't been put away properly.
Do you think we should just keep going deeper into the ship, down?
Going down.
Okay. You're in the upper hold. So there's that cargo elevator, which again, there's another hatch that goes further down into the ship from this level. And there's tons of stuff from the Day of Wonders that you recognize, Revenant, from the various floats and decorations and various things that are kind of wrapped up and put away.
There's stairs that go down further. There's some food stores here. There's a large kind of a hold area, and then to the south is a room without a door on it, and then there's 2 doors to the south on each side. That look like so there's a door on the left on the south end, there's a door on the left and right, and then there's an open kind of door that leads into a room.
Your guess is as good as mine here.
I'd say I think we're at the point. Gord, does it feel like we're pretty close to the bottom of the ship?
It does feel like you can hear the waves almost at head level here.
Okay. I think it's time to start just opening doors here as we go along.
There is stairs that go further down, so.
Okay.
Should we go down those ones first?
Uh,
I mean, if I'm the man that owns this boat and owns everything else, I want my stuff separate from everybody else's.
okay.
Makes sense.
It's killing me, but okay. Going down some more, yeah.
You go down and you come into the lower hold. Again, the mast still goes up here. There's some straw all over the floor with a bunch of mannequins. Looks like a training area. There's some swords and crossbows. There's rope strung throughout the area like webs. There's 4 rapiers hanging from a wooden rack attached to the mast. There's 5 beat-up mannequins made of wood, straw, and canvas stand about the room, and each of them hold a wooden sword and a wooden shield, and there's a dartboard mounted on one wall with a shiny dagger sticking into it.
Oh, Gord. The note's going on the dartboard, man.
When we're done.
But I might not have a chance after.
Trust me.
It's going on. No, I'm sorry. It's going on the dartboard. Put it there now.
Okay. So you take the dagger out.
Yeah.
Stick it into the note.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there still more stairs going down?
No, that's there's no more stairs going down that you notice. There is a hallway that goes south. Looks like there's a few doors down there.
Okay. I think we should wander down there.
And there's a door to the north, and you do have a faint smell in this area. It's like a perfumey smell.
Ooh, sketchy. It's probably the ladies. I don't trust them at all.
So a door to the north.
Has the smell?
And yeah, it smells like it's from the north, and then to the south is a hallway with more doors.
Okay, I'd say we investigate the south first, and then if nothing turns up, then we go to the north.
Agreed.
So on the south hallway, there's a door to the west and a door to the east, both nicer than your normal door. And then
Okay.
further on, the corridor goes around a corner, and looks like there's another door at the end to the east.
Want a magic detection doing nothing at these doors?
Wand of magic detection.
Basically,
No.
just gives them detect magic.
No, you don't have it. Nothing is glowing.
Are the
Gotta
doors
go
locked?
through
They are locked. You hear roll a perception check.
both of us?
Yep.
23.
17.
Theodore, you hear a woman giggling behind the door.
Don't think we want to go in this one.
No, I don't.
On the
think we
west
do.
door.
How about the east door?
You can roll a perception on that one if you want.
No.
You also
7.
hear a man's voice. It sounds familiar to you.
Sounds
On the
familiar.
west door. After the giggle.
Sounds familiar. Whose voice would I know? Can I do insight?
Sure.
Or history check.
No, insight.
A history check.
Ah, why would you say that?
See if you remember.
Because you're trying to remember something.
But I'm trying to be insightful. 10.
It's hard to place. It's kind of muffled through the door.
Damn. Like, where that's gonna bother me. Okay, perception on the east door.
What'd you roll?
10.
You doing a 2-2 roll? Theodore, are you listening to the east door?
Yeah, just 1 second.
Oh, okay.
15.
You guys don't hear anything.
Okay, can I stealthily open the door?
Sure. You try.
Check if it's locked.
Oh,
It is locked.
okay, I do have lock picking tools.
Okay. Roll a sleight
Let
of
me.
hand.
Oh, okay, go for it.
I'll be fine. 19.
You hear a click.
Be good?
Well, I pull up the ball of the iron
Bands of Bolero.
bands of Bolero, just in case. Okay, and then just kind of peek in.
Okay.
Do I see anything?
You see an empty, and a very nice bedroom. It looks very similar to maybe the captain's quarters, but it looks like it's a little more. It's not as personalized. There's a desk there with blank writing material. There's a desk with no books on it. There's a neatly made bed, the rug. There's a wardrobe, but there's no clothes in it. Almost looks like a guest cabin.
Cool. Close the door behind us.
Okay.
And then check out that south door.
So that was the door to the east we just opened. The door to the west
You're
had
looking in a
familiar voices in it
Yeah.
to Revenant. And then there's one more door farther south around
What
the
are your
corner.
guys' passive perception?
Passive is 14 for me.
12.
Right. What do you guys want to do?
In that south door.
Okay, so you come around the corner and it just kind of like an open area there to the west, and then there's a door to the east.
No door to the south, just a corridor splitting off.
The door to the east. No, there is no door to the south. It's
Okay.
it just turns a corner to like a dead end area,
Okay.
and then to the east is a door. It looks more plain.
Is it locked?
It is locked.
Would you do the honors?
12.
It's doesn't seem to open. You can't quite get the catch on the lock.
Sorry, this one is eluding me.
Is it sleight of hand?
It is sleight of hand.
Okay, I'll give it a go. Oh, 7. It was on 17 and it rolled to 3.
Yeah, you thought you had it. You could just feel it, and then it slips off the wall.
Oh, okay.
Not quite.
I'll go check out that area to the west, that open space.
Yeah, it's just a small area, maybe 15 feet by 5 feet, and it's just kind of some crates and stuff like this. Nothing of mundane area,
Okay.
mundane storage.
I guess all we're left with is the door to the north.
On the west side of the corridor.
No, all the way back to the
Oh,
north.
all the way back up there. Yeah. As you approach the
Theodore,
door,
are you good with going back to the door to the north?
Yeah, absolutely.
So when you come up to this door, there's a hook latch on the outside facing there. You notice strong smells coming from the bottom crack under the door, and you can barely make out a little bit of steam coming out from the crack.
Looks maybe like this is the door we should go through.
I think we're at the point where we gotta do it. Is it locked?
There's
I don't wanna-
latch. It's a latch on the outside.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Here we go.
What's that?
Here we go. Let's go.
You open the door?
Yep.
Okay, you open the door and clouds of steam billow out into the area beyond. Smells just permeate the air. You walk into this room and there is a bathtub with warm water steaming out of it. There's flowers and petals, and there's a strange contraption billowing this almost like a purplish, light purple steam coming out of it, and it glows when you bring your wand next to it.
Oh no, essential oils.
It's a magical steam generator.
No way.
And this
So
is
this is
this
just
is
a
a
sauna.
sauna.
Oh man.
And there's no other room off of this one.
No, it kind of forms into the bow of the ship at the end. So it comes to a point at the one end.
Okay. Was there some way to enter the thing in the bottom of the ship?
You didn't encounter anything that you could see, like a hatch in the floor or anything,
No.
or any stairs.
Crap.
We could always ask one of them in the other room.
I don't know how much more intimidating we can be than Jarlaxle.
True. So the room all the way to the south that goes around the corner corridor ends in just like dead ends?
It just dead ends, yeah.
And there was no markings, no nothing at that end either?
You could go down and do an investigation if you like.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll help him.
23.
Yes. Oh, sorry. I forgot to mention there's stairs going up here, but you don't find anything going lower. Sorry, you did a 23?
Yeah.
Okay. You're looking around and you don't find anything, but you kind of go into the hallway a little bit, and on the west side,
Mm-hmm.
you just kind of tapping along the wall, and one of the walls seems a little different sound as you kind of feel along it. There's a little ridge there.
Oh. There's the door we're looking for. There's something
You
here,
don't
Revenant.
see any latch or button or anything though.
And can I look specifically over this section, and it's like it feels different.
Feels
Like
different.
there's
With that investigation, you figure there's probably a false door here.
now we need to figure out how to open it.
You could roll another investigation if you want.
Yeah. Are you helping me, Revenant?
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's 25.
Yeah,
I'm really happy I rolled with advantage because the other one was a 1.
You're gently kind of feeling around this door, and it's like the pressure you put on in a certain way. All of a sudden, it just silently slides to the right, like without a sound. And it opens up into to the west, it opens up into a little space, 5 feet by 10 feet. So this looks like a closet. You see to the north is like a to the north is like a door with slats. Looks like it opens up into a bedroom. It's hard to see through the slats because they're angled, but you hear you hear 2 women giggling and a man joking with them and laughing. You're in a wardrobe closet. There's tailored outfits and cloaks for different ceilings. There's towels against the back. There's a wooden mannequin wearing an eye patch. There is. You walk into it, and the floor feels a little different on your feet. You look down, and there's a metal hatch.
Oh. Are any of the cloaks nice but nondescript in color, not blues or bright reds or anything like that?
Well, they're all nondescript. They're all flamboyant.
Yeah, I don't want any of them.
Me neither. The wand doesn't do anything.
The eye patch glows.
Oh. We'll be taking that, Gordon.
You're taking that?
We'll be taking that.
All right. You have an eye patch.
Gotta go into the big hole.
You just hear these noises. I'd like both of you to roll a stealth check again.
28.
Christ.
Yeah, I know.
24.
All right.
I still haven't rolled a natural 20 yet.
I know. I'm rolling okay, but I feel pitiful in comparison.
The way the slats of this door angle, you can't see into the room, but you can hear into the room. You can see the floor. It looks
okay.
From the floor where you see, you actually see a little bit of a glowing circle on the southwest corner. Beautiful rug and a part of a writing desk. All of it finely ornate to the point of you've never seen such beautiful things. But it looks like a magical glowing circle on the southwest corner.
Sure.
But you can't see any further into the room beyond that.
Do I hear his voice better now, Gordon?
Oh, you hear lots of fun types of sounds coming from the room.
Specifically, which voice do I recognize?
You recognize this voice. This
His
is
voice.
Jarlaxle.
This is Jarlaxle?
Sounds like him.
Oh man. Okay. I'll relay that to Theodore that there may have been the Jarlaxle that went to the Yawning Portal may or may not be the real one.
That's all right. You said you had those bands. You have them ready?
A lavender smell, perfume permeates through the slats in the wall.
I honestly don't know if it's worth engaging him because we do still have a hatch below us to check out.
But do you think our items are in his room or in the hatch below?
I'd rather not encounter him unless I absolutely have to. Remember, he probably has your ring.
Yes.
Because the other Jarlaxle didn't have any items.
Correct.
Now, I would, if my staff is in the other part, I would very much like to get that first.
That's fine. We'll go to the hatch quickly.
Okay.
Go down and come back and see if they've exhausted themselves.
This hatch has a turning wheel on it, a metal wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Similar to the hatch that you found on the turtle.
Yeah, like a submarine hatch, right?
Right.
Cool.
Can we slowly open this without making a ton of noise?
That's going to be a sleight of hand.
Okay. Is your sleight of hand? Mine's okay. Is yours really good?
Mine's probably definitely above average. It's not as good as my stealth, but it's up there.
Okay. Can I give my help action to him to Tidor on opening the hatch, or are we both rolling sleight of hand?
You're before you start, you're just about to rotate it, and you notice that there's a slight glow on the hatch.
Oh, it's magical. Okay. I think we may have to deal with Jarlaxle first.
All right. If you're ready, so am I.
Okay. Bands of Bolero at the ready. I have in one hand, and then the other hand, I'm gonna have my Blade of Escape.
Okay.
And a crossbow loaded on my back.
You're doing this all in the closet?
Yeah. I'm gearing up.
In a closet.
Yeah.
She's got lots.
Like Gord's shuriken are going in my sash. Like I'm getting.
Okay. Well, I would assumed you would have done this beforehand, but
Yeah.
load your crossbow.
Yeah. I'm just making sure that
Yeah.
you're aware of all the stuff that's going on.
You're kind of moving some stuff around as you're trying to get organized, but your stealth is pretty good. So.
Yeah. 24. So.
Yeah. No. So.
Okay.
You're pretty quiet.
Dito, are you thinking run, kick through the door, and surprise, or do you want to try and sneak in still?
And there's still a bunch of noise going on inside, or have they exhausted their efforts?
Oh, they're still giggling and.
Does the door open in or out?
It opens out.
Oh.
Looks like we'll be going in quite noticeably, so I feel like we should make this quick.
Okay. I'm just gonna relay what I plan to do.
Okay.
Which is
I'm gonna run in. I'm gonna throw the Danza Bolero at him.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna try and hit him with a stunning strike. Actually, probably two. No, yeah, I'm gonna try and hit him with a stunning strike.
okay.
Theodore, what do you got going on?
I'll be as quick as I can to inflict a bit of damage.
Okay. Oh fuck. Alright, good. Here we go.
All right. Is this happening?
Rushing him, bum rushing him.
Okay. You
Such a great choice of words.
you
They're,
rip open the door, and you see a dark-skinned drow from behind, and he's kind of on some underneath a little bit half-covered silk sheets, and there's a beautiful woman, and they're kind of embraced, and they're both completely naked. And when you open up through the door, he turns around suddenly and looks at you, and you see Jarlaxle staring at you, wide-eyed.
And bushy browed.
You guys get a surprise round.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna pull out my short sword and when he turned around, do I see a ring on one of his fingers?
You don't actually. He's not wearing anything.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay.
Like he's completely butt naked.
Yeah, I'll let you go first,
and
Revenant.
he's with the one of the women that you saw.
Yep.
Come to the ship.
So the Danza Bolero, thankfully, used dexterity and my proficiency modifier.
Okay.
So here we go. I just had to beat his armor class.
Yeah.
20. Dirty.
You rush in, and as he turns around, you throw the Danza Bolero. He tries to dodge, but it catches him in the side of the chest, and the wraps start moving around his body, and it starts enclosing his body, and his eyes just go wide as it starts wrapping around his body, these bands, and he is wrapped up like a mummy, and he just falls back onto the bed, covers his mouth.
He needs
His eyes are showing.
He needs a DC 20 strength save.
Okay.
So once he's wrapped up, I'll point my hand at the woman in the bed and said, "Not a word." And as I raise up my sword, I'll just drop the pommel straight onto his head to totally concuss him.
Okay.
Not to
You
do
wanna knock him
massive
out?
amounts. I just want to knock him out.
Okay. The woman screams. But she kind of backs off, falls off the bed.
Okay, I'm gonna stunning strike her.
Okay. Well, roll to hit.
This poor woman is just gonna shit kick her.
That's
You're ahead
a
of Theodore.
dirty 20.
Yeah, you hit
She-
her.
she
and
has to
knock
make
her
a
out.
D-
She is stunned. There's no save for her. She's a commoner. So Theodore, you walk up to Jarlaxle. He's lying mummified on this bed, and these bands of his mouth is covered, and his eyes are just looking up at you with shocked gaze.
Okay, did he make a save?
He failed his save.
He's
Yeah,
locked up for 24 hours, or until I utter the phrase. He literally cannot move. He can't make any more saves on that.
Yeah.
So I rolled a hit to knock him out. I rolled a natural
It's an automatic
19.
hit. He's not
Yeah.
moving. He can't move.
Yeah.
He's done, man. We have free reign on this whole
You
shit.
hit
right
him,
now.
and yeah, He goes limp.
I'll like point the sword at the woman, and I'll
Well,
be
she's
like,
knocked out.
"Oh, perfect."
Yeah.
I'll just be like politely walk over and I'll like grab the silk sheets and I'll just like cover her and tie her hands and just kind of like sit her in the bed.
Yeah.
So at least she's comfortable.
And you're
Like-
so let me describe the cabin. So the sweet smell of the lavender permeates the cabin. You've seen one of these before. There's a nimble right. Stands motionless in a small alcove next to a chess table. There's an empty wine bottle on a table, and it's labeled One-Eyed Jacks in common. Behind a purple curtain, which is open now, is a bed covered by a soft blue blanket, matching pillows. Next to the bed is a wooden chest with clawed feet.
We got to hit up that chest, man.
Is there a desk in this room as well?
There is.
Well, what do you think the odds are everything is in the chest or in the desk?
I'd bet
Oh,
there.
and there was that glowing red, blue circle.
Yep.
In the southwest corner. It's like a magical circle.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's a lion skin carpet at the base of the bed. Looks like the skin of a lion.
Ooh.
Or a tiger, sorry.
Okay. I'm going to assume more than 15 minutes have passed because I think that's right.
Yeah.
And then
probably your wand's definitely not working anymore.
Yeah, it's
Well,
not working. Your
we're going
wand
to
is
use.
done.
We're going to use the third charge.
Okay.
So, last charge. Let's see what we can find in here. What starts glowing, Gord?
You almost get blinded. Well, first of all, the magic circle in the southwest corner just lights up. It's like almost blinding to look at. Actually, that's really the only thing that lights up here. You kind of see through the door that hatch that glows. There is that's actually really it that you see.
Okay, let's check out the chest and the desk anyway.
You reach over. Okay, you roll an investigation.
Sure.
The chest is locked. The desk is not.
Okay.
I'll use my sword on the desk to see if there's any hidden compartments.
You notice there is probably a hidden compartment on the underside. And you kind of look under, and it looks like there is. You can make out that there probably is a small little sliding piece that could come out. And while you're looking at it, you hear a "Well done, my friends. Very well done. I don't know how I could ever have escaped that if it was real." And the second woman illusion is trapped in the bands of Bolero. And you see Jarlaxle standing in the middle of the blue circle. Naked as the day is long. And he just smiling at you. He does have a few earrings in his earlobe. And he's just clapping with a big smile saying, so impressive.
Oh, no.
Welcome to the Eyecatcher.
Thank you. I'll believe you owe me something of mine.
Do I? Do we know each other?
Is he wearing the ring on his hand?
He is.
Um,
And he's looking at you, trying to piece together where he thinks he knows you.
if I see the perplexed look, I'll just smile and I'll be like, really, you should have a better memory. And is there any room around him, or is he like in the corner, literally?
He's in the southwest corner, and he's just standing there in the middle of this. He's not wearing anything or has any weapons on him that you see.
Says the ring's on your hand. Hand it over.
No, there are no rings on his hand.
There is one ring.
Oh,
that
is it
Theodore
the ring?
recognizes.
Oh, shit.
And he goes, yes, the ring. You? Is this yours? Or was it?
Doesn't matter. Hand it over.
And he looks at it and he goes, Theodore. Oh, it's been forever. Where was it? Baldur's Gate, I think it was. Where were
Put
we?
me in
Never
that
went to.
cell. If you want to keep having that finger, hand the ring over.
Oh, Theodore. You obviously, I taught you nothing. You can't. Just like that chess game there. A pawn can't take a queen. If the queen is the smartest one in the room.
While he's talking to me, if there's like an open 5-foot square around him,
There is.
I'll instantly teleport behind him and I'll grab the
Oh,
hand.
not behind him. He's like in
Okay.
the corner.
I'll
You could go
teleport.
in front of him or to the side of him.
I'll teleport to the side that the hand is kind of like probably like outstretched to me.
Yeah.
And I'll literally try and cut the finger off his hand.
He's actually not outstretched. He's just kind of holding it up, like looking at it in front of his face.
That's fine.
So you teleport next to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll like strike out at it.
Okay, roll an attack.
Is he surprised? Do I get advantage?
Yes, you would. Yeah, you wouldn't be expecting that.
Well, it doesn't matter. 24 to hit.
24. That would hit. Except this shimmering wall cylinder around the circle around him glows and scatters electricity as your sword hits this invisible barrier. Ouch.
Same
Is that-
tricks.
Is that what I get? I thought we were friends, Theodore.
You and I friends? No.
Yeah,
You
sorry
and
to have
them.
to
Friends, maybe.
sorry to have to drop you in that under the cart there for that job. We had to have a planned escape, and I'm sorry that you were the patsy. You did your job well, though. I hope prison wasn't too long.
It was long enough. You can stay in there, but you're not going anywhere.
Is that right?
We know there's another ship underneath this one.
And you catch him off guard. Just for a second.
That's right. We do know there's another one under here. We know there's not a lot of people on this boat. There's a price to pay. You can walk away, and so can we.
So you know about the Scarlet Marnapal.
You can call it whatever you want.
It is my most prized possession.
Oh, shit.
Probably one of the most secretive things that you've kept about yourself, other than the lies you tell everyone else to make it what you want.
Well, there are things in this world, Theodore, that makes me do things that upset other people. But you have to understand that I am trying to help this world. Maybe myself along the way, but there are things that I'm trying to discover that make me do the things I do. And you may not understand now, but one day you might.
Again, we're here for the ring and one other thing I can think of.
And he looks over at
Know
you.
what he's looking for.
He looks over at you, Revenant. That staff is quite a piece there, Revenant.
Yeah, we're well aware of that, aren't we?
Yeah, you know what? It wasn't very nice of you to hurt my guests over there. They're just
Mm.
simple women. They're
You're
gonna
right.
wake up with a headache tomorrow.
Well, it wasn't very nice of you to switch with her either.
Well, you guys were pretty loud. And I do have mechanisms that detect if you're not careful.
Mm.
I think we should talk a little bit. Theodore, under that desk, you found that compartment. Why don't you open that up? It's not trapped.
I'll walk back over to the desk and I'll just like hit the compartment with the end of the sword to see if it pops open.
And it does. And there is a piece of paper falls to the ground. Small piece of paper.
I'll pick it up and this piece of paper.
Yeah. That has put a needle in my brain. It concerns me. And I need to know more about it. Why don't you read it?
This piece of paper isn't going to do me any good. You know what's on this?
I do.
Then tell me.
Well, you can read it, but I know what's on there. And it is written in a scratchy lettering, not very well, not fine writing at all. It's kind of, so whoever wrote this was not a good writer in common. And it says, he is after the Delato Scourge, like signed by Scourge.
How do you spell Delato?
Dillato. Have you ever heard of that? The Delato.
I guess I should probably roll a history check.
Sure.
I don't know if I have or not.
You can both count.
I rolled a 2. So
We
probably
both can
not.
roll a history check.
Yeah.
My history checks have been ass tonight. I beat you. I rolled a 3.
Neither of you heard of this Delato. I have been everywhere in this world and on many others. Who wrote this letter has access to some of the greatest secrets in this universe. I need to know what this means. How about we make a deal? Give you back what you want, and perhaps more. You find out what this is all about. The Delato. What Scourge knows. I will give you back your staff and your ring right now. But if you just decide not to, and betray me and just forget about what our conversation is. It won't happen now. It won't happen tomorrow. But one day, you and everyone you know will pay that price. So I'm talking about making a bond that we will keep. Here and now. That we trust each other.
That sounds fine to me.
Yeah, it's like I don't think we really have a choice here.
But know this, Jarlaxle. If you come after me again, I did this by myself with one other that I met 2 days ago. Or 1 day ago, technically. Give me a week.
I'll admit, you did get on my ship with all of my men on shore. But know this, Theodore. This could be your last night if I decided. But I find that you have value. And I apologize for the wrongs I did in your past. We'll make it right tonight. And
It'll be a first step.
maybe we can find a new relationship.
Kinky.
Sometimes.
I released the bands of Bolero.
I've seen
The
those
truth.
once.
Retrieve them.
Nasty stuff. Wasn't expecting that. I thought you just might shoot a crossbow at her or something.
Well, we weren't really going. Well, we knew that we couldn't kill you, so.
A shimmer seems to drop around him. And the circle in the corner goes dark. And he whistles, and the door opens, and there's two drow there armed. And he says, "It's okay. We're talking. Would you like your stuff?"
As a matter of fact, yes.
Well, since you know about the Scarlet, let's go take a look. And he walks into the closet where you were.
Mm-hmm.
He puts on some pants. And he knocks 3 times on the hatch.
Yep.
And the glow that you had turns off.
Mm-hmm.
He turns the hatch, opens it up. There's a ladder. He goes down the ladder. He says, "Follow me."
I just jumped down the hatch. Ladders aren't for me.
You jump down the hatch and you come into this metal walls, metal floor, metal ceiling, low cramped area, skinny corridor that goes to the west to an intersection, and a metal door to the west.
What was the name of this manta ray again?
Oh, this is the Scarlet Marpinoff. I actually had a model commissioned. It's in one of the libraries in Waterdeep. And
Oh, that's where I saw it, isn't it?
I don't think I've ever seen something quite like this before.
there is nothing like it in this earth, friend. And it has this graceful beauty in all the lines, even in the hallways and the doors. But there's strength there. You can tell it could handle. It's built very well. There is gilded decoration in the wall, like gold veins kind of spiraling, just for decoration. It's absolutely gorgeous. So you come out to the floor, and you come out to an intersection that door to the west, goes north, and goes south. To the south, you hear whirring and a little bit of steam coming out of the corridor. And he says, yeah, follow me. And let's see. He walks a little bit to the north, and he says, would you like a tour, or do you just want to leave?
I'm always interested in things if this is the only one like it.
Let me give you a tour of some of the areas. And he walks north into an open metal area. There's portholes on the left and right, huge portholes that open up underwater. These glass portholes. You walk out onto a gangway with a raised platform with 2 control seats, and there's buttons and levers on this control panel, and it's elevated above a lower deck, which has more like consoles, and looks like there's people who would work the consoles on below, and this would be like the captain would sit up above everybody, and perhaps the driver. This is my control room and my observation deck. And you look out the soundproof windows, and you can see fish swimming by. That windows there, they're actually made out of glass steel. It's a resilient metal, magically rendered transparent. It's quite amazing. And he goes, look, and you see these merfolk. They've been very interested in my ship, and you see a face peering in through the window, and as soon as you guys look, it disappears. They can't seem to get enough of this. So he goes, yeah, so this is my command center. You see a rock gnome. It looks like they're engineers, and they're walking around on the lower level. There is 2 drow warriors armed to the teeth, and they are in the control room. They're looking up at you, kind of shocked that you guys are in here. With a look from Jarlaxle, they go back to a relaxed state. Goes, yeah, it's this is my baby. And he goes, follow me. And he goes back to down the hall, and the second door to the east. He walks into a small bedroom, just a single bed. All the bedrooms are definitely more tiny. And he goes, this is my room. And you instantly get the smell of lavender that magically permeates the cabin. There's a hammock suspended in the starboard alcove. Your staff is still going, isn't it?
It only
my
lasts
wand?
10 minutes.
Yeah, it might just be about to go off, right? Because you cast it again.
Yeah.
So the hammock radiates an aura of transmutation magic. There's a tall harp with a stool nearby, a hoppercord with a matching bench, and a freestanding mirror and a large wooden trunk. There's a magical window made of that glass steel so he can look out. He opens the trunk and pulls out a small cloth, closes the trunk. He puts the cloth on the floor, and he starts unfolding the cloth and unfolding the cloth, and it becomes this large, circular, dark piece of cloth. And he reaches in and pulls his arm out, and there's nothing in his hand. And a look of concern comes over his face. He crouches down again, he's reaching in. That son of a bitch! And he stands up in a rage, and he takes the harp and he smashes it, and he's just freaking out. He's just screaming. There's bottles smashing of lotions off the dresser. That little fucker, he actually figured it out. He grabs a bottle of whiskey, wants to smash it, and he just opens it up, flops in a chair cursing. He's just swinging the bottle. And he, after a few drinks, he just murmurs, fucker figured it out. That's going to change a few things.
I sigh.
I'll just stick my hand out and I'm like, can I have my ring?
He looks down at you, or he looks up at you, and yeah, sure. Takes the ring, he throws it at you.
I'll catch it and look at it. Is this my family ring?
It is your family ring.
I'll put it back on my hand. On,
Feels
my index
family
finger on my right.
Okay.
On my right hand.
He takes another swig of his bottle, and he looks over at you, Revenant, and goes, I got some bad news.
I just look
Ready?
at him and I say, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
And he says, fuck it, I might as well tell you. So the guy who gave me that note, Scourge, he's a small, slimy-looking goblin. Smart guy, though. I had my spies watching him, because rumor was he had discovered a secret entrance into the halls of holding. I don't know if you've heard of that, but most people haven't.
No.
So,
Wait.
this portable hole, that bag of holding that you own, all the bags of holding in this universe, where are they? How do they store stuff? They are pocket dimensions that hold this stuff. And legend says that they all exist in one pocket dimension that stores all the containers of all the bags of holding, all the portable holes, and all such other items. Legend says that within the halls, one can see the many treasures that their owners store in their bags, thinking that they're safe and sound. So my spies constantly followed him and even bought him a few drinks in a rundown tavern. They found out Scourge was working on ways to break into these bags of holding, spaces to take their contents for years, and so far he'd been unsuccessful. So imagine this giant space with transparent walls of these bags, representing these bags. You can see what's in them, but you can't take the things inside. It drove him mad. But now, with some of my precious treasures gone from my portable hole, and it seems like yours is gone too, it seems he's found a way. He's found a very secretive way. How to get into these bags of holding from the halls of holding. And he takes a few swigs of his booze. He goes, this could be disastrous. And he looks up at you guys and says, the Delato is still important. If Scourge sent me this, he got it from something. Somebody's bag of holding. It's important. But on top of this, if you can find Scourge, you might find out a little more where this note came from. Get your items back. Whatever he has, you can keep. And who knows what he has been able to get, or how. Sorry, Revenant, but that's the best I can do. Find Scourge, you find your staff.
Where was the last time your spies saw him?
Well, they followed him into Neverwinter every time, but he always seems to lose them after that. And his the room almost seems to darken, and it feels comfortable to you, Theodore. But there's still a chill, and to you, Revenant, there's a chill. And Jarlaxle's constant jovial smile turns into a dark and scary grimace few people have ever seen. And he says, I just want that slimy shit to know what happens when you cross me. So when you find him, you keep him alive and you bring him to me.
Sounds good. Revenant, are you all right with that?
I'm literally seething with anger. It's like taking every ounce of my strength not to start beating the shit out of this wall.
And Jarlaxle just smiles. Yeah, I know how you feel. You don't know what I lost in that portable hole either. Well, I need to drink. Is that girl going to wake up after a while there, Revenant?
Yeah, I can kill her.
My guards will escort you out. I need to be alone for a bit. Don't be strangers. You're always welcome on the Eyecatcher. Just don't cross me.
I'm expecting that anytime soon.
What's that?
I said, don't expect me back anytime soon.
Come back with the Scourge, and that could be the last time we see each other if you want.
Quite possibly.
So the guards lead you out. They bring you down, and you climb down into your boat. You start rowing back to the port of Waterdeep. And we'll end at that there right now for tonight.
Thank you for streaming this episode of the Mobius Chronicles. Our team at Perilous Pursuits love playing D&D, but your likes, thumbs ups, and subscriptions motivate us to do even more crazy characters, voices, and memorable moments. For streaming options for all of our shows, a link to our Facebook community, and tools and extras that might help your D&D games, go to our website at www.perilouspursuits.com. In the meantime, ask that black dragon to acid wash your jeans, cast duplicity, and double date those water genasi sisters. Then meet your friends at the Barge Ride Inn, and drink some ale, roll some dice, and play some D&D.